Hi, my name is Anton, and I run as Marcus.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I run as Witch's Cat.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I run as Bear.
Hi, my name's Jake. I run as Price.
Welcome to London Underground. Welcome, runners.
Welcome.
How are you today?
Is Dan an AI? Is this a deepfake?
Imagine if. Well, that'd be dedications of the cause, isn't it? Hello, hi everyone.
Hi, Dan.
Hi. Thank you for coming back. It means a lot. Thank you also, watchers and or listeners, from coming back as well. It means even more. How are we all doing? We're all good.
Yeah, it's another episode of SHADOWRUN.
Another episode of a London Underground, the SPRAWL campaign, heavily inspired by.
Yes. We know the deal.
Yes, we are back. We're getting into it now, aren't we? Last mission was a bit high octane.
It was Fast and Furious, Dan.
It was very fast and very furious,
Nice.
potentially in that order. But yeah, you made it out, and you're now, well, some of you are now rolling in the creds.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Not me. Not Marcus.
Prices. Bear is now so laden with cash that he can finally buy his own bedsit.
I'm saving up. He's going to buy UCAS just to spite Marcus.
Going to buy the whole continent.
Yeah.
But yes, there's all fun and games. Who would like to pick up with our runners a short time after?
Yes,
One.
as we made it back from France. We hope.
You did make it back from France, yes. Amazing. Well, so first things first, actually, before we go on, as we always start off this way, off the back of last mission, links and such. So, Anton, who did Marcus link up with off the back of the channel heist?
Yeah. So Marcus linked up with Price because he liked it very much when Price. What did you Price? You raised something that made.
Created a barrier, like a skateboard ramp for the guy chasing us Humvee to hit.
The Jacob in the Humvee chasing us just took a Humvee to the face, or a tunnel to the face.
It was great.
Plus one link. Very good move.
Unexpected airtime. Thank you for reminding me. We should probably just update the Jacob Carter clock.
A special clock.
Is it Jacob Carter
no. He's cross.
He's very cross.
What?
He's either cross or smeared across the roof of the channel tunnel, one or the two.
He did.
His
But,
identical twin brother coming.
Jacob Carter. Okay, so we've got Marcus linking up with Price. Ellie, who's Ellie linking up with?
I think, to be honest, Ellie's also linking up with Price. It would have been Bear, because Bear was like there on the truck with her and protected her, but she's feeling a bit too guilty about what she's holding back from Bear at the minute. So actually, I think she's going to link with Price, because Price, first of all, I think it was Price that you would have made her invisible when Jacob showed up, which she's very grateful for.
Oh yes.
Because she's quite scared of Jacob, having been shot by him in the past. And he also gave her probably the most credible advice about what she should do with Bear.
I don't even remember that advice. It might be good.
I have feelings.
Yeah, so she's been thinking a lot about it. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, Jake, who is Price pairing up with?
I'm going with Ellie, particularly because it was her mission last, and again making her invisible because I think Price felt very protective of her after what happened in the ship before, and then also helping her escape on the motorbike off the back of the out the back
really
of the thing as
awesome.
well. Yeah, there's a lot of manipulation shenanigans going on, helping her out.
Definitely.
It's good.
There was indeed. Marvellous. And last but not least, Matt, who is Bear linking up with?
Yeah, very nearly went for Ellie as well, like Julia said, but decided to go for Price because of their because of the modifications that Bear made to Price's car.
Yeah.
That
Sweet
were
revenge
crucial,
for the hospital.
crucial to the success of the mission.
After what I did to you in the hospital, you had to just do it back, didn't you?
Amazing.
Sedan.
The poor sedan that's smouldering just off the coast of Calais. Yeah.
Did we roll it into the channel?
Yeah. Dispose the evidence as best you can. Okay, amazing. So, with that all said, we catch up with the runners, say a indeterminately short time after, and your life is somewhat easier now that you have a bit of capita behind you. Sort of like the money that you made off the back of that job is really helping to turn things around. Price, you've not had to worry about running out of tea bags or milk.
We're on the good stuff, twinings.
Yeah, and you're doing well enough that you're not even begrudging Marcus when he rolls in with a bottle of corner shop bourbon. But sort of in your downtime since then, have any of you what have you been kind of keeping yourself busy with? Let's start with Bear. What have you been doing?
So Bear is pretty unused to having this much money, and he doesn't really know what to do with it in this high-tech world. So he's been spending a lot of time at the community centre with Angus.
Okay.
Subtly, not so subtly, kind of trying to assess what they could use the money for.
Okay.
So like asking Angus about new projects that he's planning or he wants to do, new equipment they might need, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
He's not sort of bought any of it yet, but he's just weighing up his options.
Okay. Well, yeah. In talking to Angus, he does mention one of the thing, like they've got the community centre, and sort of like just outside there is like an outdoor sort of like playground area, but at the moment it's all quite roughshod, like concrete, like the floor's all cracked up and broken, and it's not particularly usable in any real way. I mean, at the moment it's just a bit of a dumping ground. He has mentioned that he'd like to turn that into sort of like either a basketball or a football court or something along those lines, to give the dwarven kids something to do besides kind of being stuck indoors. He informs you that pasta crafts can only take you so far when it comes to these young kids. But yeah, he and as he tells you this, you can see him sort of like eyeing you up warily and sort of like as if he's trying to scope you out, potentially trying to read between the lines of your even larger than normal altruism towards the community centre. But you also notice sort of like Hamish kind of bobbing around every so often. It seems like Hamish has got himself a job, which Angus seems pleased with. When quizzed, Angus doesn't shrugs his shoulders about what the job is. But he turns around and says, "Oh yeah, as long as it's not the malarkey that you lot get up to, that's fine." Price, what have you been doing?
I think I have been using my gained wealth to join a magical society. In order to be initiated with them, in order to further my magical needs. I think they will be called the Order of the True Consequence.
Is it Scientology, Jake?
Sorry?
Is
Maybe.
it Scientology?
Did you have to pay to get in?
Are there levels? And the more you pay, the more you learn.
It depends if I can invite 2 friends to join as well. It pays for my membership, and then I can earn if they bring 2. So if any of you are interested,
Seems like a really, really good scheme. I can see it taking off.
No, I'm
Yep.
all right, Bryce.
it's all going to end on a little farmstead in the middle of nowhere where it's a big shootout with police, but it'll be fine.
Like most of our missions, then.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So you've joined a book club.
Yes.
Marcus, is there anything? Anton, is there anything Marcus has been doing?
Marcus has been on tough times.
Mhm.
Money's been short. Bourbon's been even shorter.
Mhm.
So listen, we're gonna have to scrounge up what we can. So he's been hustling.
Okay.
He's been hustling, trying to make that money. So he's found 2 jobs that he can do.
Mhm.
Right. One is deliveries
Okay.
of unspecified military equipment.
Don't ask, don't tell. Okay, very good.
Yeah. And he's got what's his name? He's got the name. Our driver,
Thompson
He
O'Dare.
and Thompson have got a good deal going on. Marcus arranges for the goods to be transported to another location where the goods are delivered.
Okay.
No questions asked.
Yeah. Thompson's happy
that's-
for the. He has a few
Yeah.
points down the pub and then starts the deliveries. Job done.
Yeah. Thompson, really easy business. Just don't ask what's inside.
Okay.
Unspecified equipment.
Wouldn't dream of it, son. Wouldn't dream of it. He says, chuckling.
Very good, man. All right. Number 1. Second one. Now, some people, some bad people, have not been paying the money that is owed to them.
Okay. Yeah.
It is a disgrace that these people do not pay. And therefore, there needs to be a remedy to this unruly behavior.
Right.
So he's hired Hamish to do some debt collection for him.
It doesn't have to be for bad people. It could just be for the, I don't know, deck.
Yeah.
It's the good type of debt collector.
the good,
Yeah.
the good debt collection.
And as
right?
someone who was recently in debt himself, he knows that with the right attitude, and go-getter, work ethic, you could just...
Yeah. And the right weapons, everything falls into place.
Mhm.
If Bear finds out about this, Marcus, you're quite sure.
You're in trouble.
So yeah, deliveries
Hmm.
and debt collection.
Okay.
That's the hustling.
Okay. And last but not least, hello, Julia. What has Ellie been up to since the last mission?
I think Ellie was a bit shaken up by her encounter with the Man of Whispers last time. I think there was probably about a day where she didn't touch her deck and was just sort of wandering quietly around the flat looking a bit pale.
Okay.
But then, since then, she's been doing nothing but sitting on her deck and seems to have been furiously researching something. And what she's been doing is desperately trying to figure out the impact of this thing getting out there. She feels quite responsible, and she kind of wants to see if there's any patterns she can pick up. Is there any weird activity being reported anywhere that might be him or this AI wreaking its havoc?
Sure.
She's also feeling like she wants to do something about it. She's also been trying to put out feelers for Meridius and the Underground again, because she thinks they must be out there somewhere, and they've got a lot of expertise, they've got a lot of resources, and even though they have been kind of scattered and been forced to sort of go dark again, she's just like, she just thinks we can't let that link go. I think we've got to. She really, really wants to see if she can find anyone.
Because I suppose, the last time the four of you saw Meridius and like his crew and the rest of the underground was when they were in the tunnels beneath Westminster.
Yeah.
On the day that it was bombed.
That's right.
And collapsed into the underground.
Last contact she had at all was the Blue Tree mission, where they basically told her to back off and leave it alone. But she hasn't.
Engineer, yeah.
And then she tried to contact Engineer, but Engineer kind of blew her off and said, no, don't worry about it. Don't look into it.
Sure. I mean, yeah, it's, I suppose, given the high profile kind of manhunt that surrounds the figure known as Meridius, the terrorist, the leader of the terrorist cell, the Underground, a lot of what you're like finding is kind of, it seems hearsay. I mean, the most of the chatter you find is sort of like on the shadow net, and it's just you can tell it's a lot of people saying that they've worked for Mary, and sort of like that. Oh, they just had a job from him, but a lot of it seems like false posturing, with nothing kind of concrete coming out. In regards to the AI bit, kind of looking through sort of like the subtle stuff, the not so subtle stuff. I mean, there's a lot of shit happening in the world, like happening in the UK, happening in London, London specifically. But if there are dots, you can't see how they're joining up. There's a lot of chatter about that. There's kind of a bit of a resurgence on anti-mage rhetoric. Just where there's been, I mean, there was a high street, like a number of hot shops in a high street that were torched by a sort of like a maniac pyromancer.
Oh my gosh.
And just there was a like a park area where gravity just seemed to distort and sort of like everything just lost gravity and started floating around. But one object, like there was a bin that was like when this happened, reportedly was fired up into the sky like a cannonball, and just kind of lodged itself in the side of a high-rise flat. And you know that you see that story because the corporation that owns that flat is now trying to sue for damages of the corporation that owns the park that the bin belonged to. So yeah, there's a couple of weird things, but in terms of sort of like Matrix weirdness that you'd expect from the Man of Whispers, or from an AI, I should say.
Yeah.
You don't know. Like you haven't seen anything.
He's playing the long game.
But when the four of you are at Ellie's bedsit, Josh is playing on his PlayStation 9, and that's new because you've come into a lot of money.
Wonder who bought it.
And the three of you can see Ellie sort of like she's like, her eyes look a bit more sunken than they might normally do. It's clearly not getting a whole lot of sleep with all this research. But as you're searching into the Meridius story, Ellie, you get a message ping.
Oh.
From an unknown sender.
Oh, okay. What does the message say?
The message is a set of coordinates.
Oh.
And a time being later this evening.
Ellie gets a bit excited because she assumes that this is someone who's noticed her searching for the underground. To tell you what she did, she didn't make it totally secret that she was searching for this stuff. She left just enough tiny traces of herself around, so she's really hoping this is someone reaching out because they know she's looking for them. Anyway, so yeah, she's gonna tell the gang. She's got an apparent meeting invitation at night.
Is it a date?
If it is, it's a blind one, and I'm gonna need my security with me.
Right. Okay.
Can the rest of us come?
Yeah, go on.
I'll go on then. Okay. So, is there anything that you're doing before this kind of rendezvous, or are you just dressing sharp and heading out?
Marcus is on the phone finishing up his jobs.
Yeah.
So can I roll my hustling move?
You can.
This is where the game takes a wild.
Okay, hustling. Right. So,
Oh my gosh.
partial success. Your two crews on your 2 jobs. So one of these is a disaster and one of these is a profit. So
Sounds
Very
good.
go big or go home, isn't it? The hustling life.
Nope.
So for the delivery, decide what it was, and for the debt collection, decide who it was.
All right. Hamish had to go to a laundromat that hadn't paid their debts and had to shake down the people there to pay their debt for the recent refurbishment of their laundry machines.
Okay. Presumably with the debt collection, the fact that the disaster is someone's out of pocket, presumably not you.
I don't know who. Maybe the person who's asking to get the money back.
You're debt collecting on behalf of someone. Are you literally? Are you a one-man Pinkertons? Is this what's happening?
Yeah.
You and Hamish are the Pinkertons.
Yeah. Marcus declaration agency.
Okay, so you got a laundromat, and what's the delivery?
So delivery is Marcus managed to find someone within Hades that can get some stuff out on the side, get it off the actual inventory and packed away. And that stuff needs to get picked up from where it's produced or where it's stored and delivered to said buyer who usually in some of the shadier neighborhoods.
So it could be stuff delivered to the Brass Fairy that we owe her.
It could be to the Brass Fairy. Oh, yeah, although Marcus is trying to undercut the Brass Fairy. That's also part of the business plan.
Right. Okay.
Let's not annoy the Brass Fairy.
But Hades weapons drop, like weapons delivery, and a shakedown of a laundromat.
It's a very yin and yang.
Marcus, choose one of those to profit from and one of those to disaster from.
Let's roll for it. I think that's more funny.
Okay.
1 to 3 delivery, 4 to 6 the other one.
Is a profit.
Delivery.
Delivery is profit or disaster.
Let's roll for profit or disaster. 1 to 3 profit.
Is this going to advance the Hades clock, and what we're going to have a laundromat clock, or
the delivery is a profit and the debt collection is a disaster. There we go.
Right. Okay. So, off the back of the delivery, so were you delivering to the Brass Fairy or no?
No, to somebody else.
Someone else. Okay. You gain 1 cred off the back of your successful delivery job.
All right, Thompson. Good job. See you next time. See you at the pub.
Earlier today, you also got a comlink call from Hamish, who had rather decisively had the shit kicked out of him by the owners of the laundromat.
Right, Hamish, all right, give me the rundown. What happened?
And he explains to you that there was a point where he was half in a tumble dryer. Like against his will.
Hamish, did they know Kung Fu? What happened?
Look, Longs, he doesn't really want to get into it. You know, his head's a bit fuzzy on the details.
Right, Hamish, we rehearsed this. What did I tell you? Raise your voice, get angry.
It's not that he's feeling bashful or ashamed of the fact that he just got his ass handed to him by an old man and old woman. But I mean, there's some
from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Don't want to pick on that laundromat.
But between the money that the laundromat are now no longer going to pay and Hamish's emergency medical bills.
So here's the thing. I think Angus is not out of pocket.
Well, I was going to suggest that you lose a cred.
What?
Well,
Again, you're going to lose a cred?
Yeah. That's 0.
Yeah, justice.
This move sucks. Can I? How about this? For the sake of RP, Marcus does not pay for Hamish's bill, and yeah, which means Angus picks it up, which means Bear picks it up, which means Bear. Well, technically, Marcus owes Bear money because Bear paid Angus for Hamish's bill.
How about Bear picks Marcus up? Throws him out the window.
That's a discussion to be had.
Marcus, it does say that you didn't have to pick the 2 jobs. You can pick up to the number of jobs equal to your current crew. You just got greedy.
We did both.
There you go then.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, at the moment, we'll run on the idea that you have not gained a cred so far.
Oh, great.
Okay, very good. So, perhaps Marcus, you're feeling a bit sore about that. Does Bear know? Does Bear found out?
Yeah, because Marcus had to pay Bear for the money that he paid Angus, who paid for Hamish.
Okay. So, have you told Bear how this?
Were you having that conversation with Hamish in front of Bear?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, right. So in which case you do gain a cred if you've blackmailed Bear into paying these medical bills for you to spare Bear from the wrath of Angus.
I guess Bear would want a chat with Marcus afterwards, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking, how much is that going to derail? Maybe Bear would just. We're going to talk about this later, Marcus.
With or without the fire axe.
Bear, do you want talk to my PA? Book an appointment. All
we'll
right,
talk about this later, Marcus.
All right, book an appointment.
Okay. So, with that in mind, is there anything else that's happening before the meet? Sorry,
I think
is there anything else happening before the rendezvous?
not necessarily this day, but Bear's just been spending a lot more time recently meditating and trying to get in touch with the voice that he hears in his head, the bear spirit. Mm-hmm. That's what he assumes it is. I think probably looking for a sense of, because things are going quite well, but he's probably looking for a sense of purpose and is he doing the right thing with his life?
In which case, I would add then that you've been more successful in communing with the bear spirit recently. Enough so, like, whilst you're not on sort of like conversational speaking terms, there is a definite sense that the bear spirit is uneasy or restless. You know when you see animals and they're just instinctively on edge? It's that sort of vibe that you're getting from the bear spirit right now.
Okay.
So, are you all heading to Ellie's coordinates?
How are we getting there?
It is
who Price, what did you need a replacement car?
I would have gone out and brought an identical sedan.
Oh.
the same year as well. Just
How many cred is a car?
2, 1.
Be like one
Not
or
many.
two. Yeah, 1 or 2. Okay, so it's
Bryce, you didn't even upgrade.
it's not a difficult
No.
it's not a difficult trip to the rendezvous. And when you arrive, it's a small little kind of tucked away, like hole in the wall style bar. And say hole in the wall because it's also sort of like 4 floors up, and it just looks like a part of this apartment block was just kind of changed into this drinking establishment. There's a rickety looking kind of metal balcony that kind of lets you see over some of Neo London. Not much because Neo London stretches up far past the 4th floor. But yeah, as you ascend what is effectively like a fire escape set of stairs, like spiral stairs up to this place, you notice that on a small discreet little sign by the door is the name O'Malley's. And heading in, you like there's a soft, quiet kind of electro music playing, the sort where if you're not kind of tuned into it, it just becomes background noise. And one of the the front of house, a man, like a troll, a very slight troll by troll standards. I mean, still bigger than the majority of you, but see, quite skinny. If nothing else, it fits in this room slightly better. Approaches you, like straightens his little cravat and suit get up and could I have your names, please?
West.
Bryce.
There.
At.
And do you have a reservation?
She does.
Sort of. Somebody asked me to come meet them here.
Ah, yes, right this way. And the troll just kind of turns, picks up what look to be 4 sort of like menu readers, and kind of wanders, like leads you across this bar, kind of around the corner, and you notice that each, like where this looks like it's built in the side of an apartment block, effectively is almost kind of walking through a corridor, and what you assume were like small room, like apartment rooms off this corridor seem to be private little drinking booths. And he leads you to one in particular, and like you see him swipe something on the door bleeps, and then he swings it open. And the room inside is a lot more kind of elegantly lit in a very kind of red and purples kind of mood lighting, which stands in a bit of a contrast to the harsher looking corridor you've just come in from. And as you enter, first things first, who wants to roll get the job? And presumably, is it Ellie?
It's got to be Ellie, surely.
In theory, sure, but
Well,
what is
that's edge.
the? Is it edge?
No, I'm not
only
rolling it.
I've got a +1. I've got a plus
do it.
one.
Well, that's pretty good, Ellie. Go for it.
That's 2 better than me.
Ah.
Oh,
No, I did not. I did
darn it.
not.
Okay.
It was a 5.
Okay, a 5. So, the troll opens the door, and as you peer in, you notice that the room is empty.
I'm a bit confused, and I just sort of look up at the troll and say, "Are they going to meet us here, or?"
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. Thanks. And she goes in.
Okay. So as the 4 of you enter and take a seat, so effectively it's like a 4-person table, like 2 each side, and like a booth set up. And as you take a seat and kind of scroll around, you realise that, well, Ellie, as you kind of scooch on in, you notice that in the middle of the table, under a napkin, is a comlink.
Oh no. Okay.
And
Right.
as you notice that, and the 4 of you kind of get comfortable, the comlink rings.
Okay. I think I've probably shared my suspicion that it's the underground. So Ellie kind of goes to it fully expecting to hear a familiar voice, or maybe even Meridius himself. She's really keyed up for this, so she kind of goes in. She sort of goes, everyone, and she reaches forward and picks it up and answers. And she sort of goes, hello, in this sort of trying to be really cool kind of thing.
There is, as you answer, there is silence for a moment before you hear, hello. Thank you for coming to the meeting. You can call me Mr. Smith.
Oh. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
And Ellie looks a bit disappointed as she realizes this is a job. This probably isn't the underground at all.
It is good to see that you have been so prompt and willing. We have been watching you and your team for some time, and we believe that you are the right candidates for a job which we have prepared especially for you. Have you heard of the entertainment superstar called Mardi Gras?
Have I, Dan? Has anybody?
Mardi Gras. So, for reference, and I'll let you decide if you do or don't know her.
Okay.
Mardi Gras is huge.
Oh, okay.
She
Like
is
Ruby Rod.
well,
Like Taylor Swift.
maybe not Taylor Swift.
Fifth Element.
Miley Cyrus.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, she's a definite like up and comer. She's a British elf, so British born and raised. Grew up in Essex, darling. And because of her sort of like her cheekiness and her sort of like relatively unique manufactured brand of sort of like synth pop and like her bright colors, she is everything that the corporations want you to see. And she's everything that people want to see from someone like her. She's done so she's got a music thing. She's been in some poorly rated films, in sort of like action sort of like protagonists, love interest kind of roles.
Marilyn Monroe of the
sort yes. But recently, you know that she's fallen on some relatively hard times off the back of some pretty bad press. But we'll kind of come to that in a bit. But yeah, the most distinctive thing about her is that as part of the image that she's created, Mardi Gras is heavily body modded, and all the pictures you see of her, you can see, like, her skin glistens with gold. She's had some what look like cat ears, actually, like her actual ears removed and replaced with cat ears. She's had like tattoo, fundamentally sort of like BioWare tattoos across her body to look like leopard stripes, and yeah, she's the whole shebang.
Whoa.
She is.
That's something.
Oh my god. She wasn't a child star by any point, was she? By any
she
chance,
was,
she?
But it's when she kind of reached her. Well, so management.
Is her dad her manager?
No.
This is very much the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
Well,
Former child star, heavily modded person.
Yeah, management really pushed that. When she started embracing her wild independent side, she was in fact over the age of 18. So sort of like that leaked footage that got out, that it was totally fine. But since then, her popularity has boomed, and she's kind of been picked up to the point where she is this effigy now of everything that's right with this world.
in this corporate utopia in which we find ourselves.
So I'll leave it up to you if you know Mardi Gras or not.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Ellie, well, yeah, shall we go around and say whether we know?
Marcus does not know Mardi Gras.
Okay. No to
That
Mardi.
fits.
Listen to country
Ellie?
music only.
How about you, Ellie?
Safe to say Ellie absolutely knows who Mardi Gras is because she's on the internet, she's alive and is online, so of course
Yeah.
she knows exactly who. She's not a fan, but she knows of her.
Is Ellie not a fan, despite the fact some of her songs get irritatingly stuck in the Ellie's head?
100%, absolutely. They get stuck in the head, but she doesn't like it.
Well, I think Josh listens to her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Josh does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on repeat. Price?
I reckon I will probably know her through the youth group outreach. Whether I actually have any songs, I might have one.
What do you mean have? On your little MP3 player?
On his Zune?
Like what shuffle?
Have.
Price would have an upload.
It's not the 90s, Jake.
I feel like Price also secretly knows the dance that all the kids in the youth group do.
Yeah, but I will not admit any more after that.
Yes, sure. Last but not least, Bear.
I think it's pretty unlikely, to be honest.
No worries.
I can imagine Josh trying to explain it to him and him just like not getting it.
Yes.
Yes, Ellie, you wandered in on Josh going, and then she's just like, arr, arr, and then and Bear's looking horrified.
I love that.
Okay.
Wait, is she actually a cat or not?
So, that is Mardi Gras.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, Ellie says, yeah, we know exactly who Mardi Gras is.
Mardi Gras is due to host a party/art gala at the Daventry in central London.
Frankie?
It is expected to be summoning some of the biggest influencers and media personalities in the city.
Sounds about right.
You will need to find a way to gain access to this art gala.
Okay.
In order to complete this mission. The target of the mission is not Mardi Gras, but instead the comlink and/or personal terminal for Mardi Gras' current manager, Annabelle Clay.
and as that name pops up, another image on the vid link appears
Okay.
of a very stern-looking elf, like older elf woman.
Played by Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tim Burton looking.
We will provide you with a tracker program, which you must install onto Annabelle Clay's comlink and/or personal terminal. The nature of this tracking program is of little importance. The discretion in which it is installed, however, is of the utmost importance.
Alright, plant the tracker on the manager's comlink? Got it.
Due to Mardi Gras' recent public discourse, comlinks and recording devices are not allowed in the art gala/party.
Right.
We have reason to believe that the comlink and/or personal terminal of Annabelle Clay will be hosting some high-end security measures, potentially biometric in nature.
Oh, okay. So, sorry, she will have her comlink, is that right?
Yeah.
It is suggested that Annabelle Clay is never far from her comlink. However, you may well find that the comlink is left unattended whilst in the gala.
Very well. Okay.
The nature of biometric security, however, means that without Annabelle Clay's presence, the comlink and or personal terminal will be unusable.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Unlock it.
Okay.
Or we've just got to get some bio of Annabelle Clay, surely.
Or knock her out and use her fingerprint to unlock it or whatever.
Or get her fingerprint. We'll go full.
We'll get her finger.
Mission
Just get a
Impossible.
finger. Yeah.
So, what have you got? Any questions for Mr. Smith?
Oh,
Are we
God.
allowed any?
You
Yeah,
are
I think
allowed, yes.
I think we are. Yeah, I just don't think we're gonna get intel or gear or anything.
You choose one, right? Or do you not even get
You
one?
can't choose anything because I flubbed the roll, unfortunately.
Oh, dang.
Mr. Smith, what people keep choosing us for jobs where we don't seem particularly ideal for it. This seems like one of those. What makes us the ideal candidates for attending a swanky party?
We have our reasons, Bear.
Don't remember giving you my name.
We do it at the entrance.
I did try.
Oh,
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
What kind of security can we expect on site?
The Daventry has its own small security team due to the high-profile nature of the guests that visit Daventry. It could be suspected that Annabelle Clay has hired some additional security. However, we do suspect that if this is the case, it will be a light touch security, as anything heavier will insinuate more bad PR.
All right.
are we to assume that Annabelle Clay and Mardi Gras have got the highest medical cover available?
Mardi Gras health insurance policies are rated in the millions.
Because they're going to be more scary than the security if we have to knock Annabelle Clay out and it triggers an alarm.
Due to Mardi Gras' global notoriety and
The Mardi Gras image being trademarked, it is expected that she will be a highly protected target. Annabelle Clay is not one to engage in public interaction very often. This is a rare occurrence that she will be seen in public. This is why we have chosen this time to introduce our tracking program to her comlinks and or personal terminals. Beyond this, there is relatively little that we know about Annabelle Clay.
All right.
Do we have tickets to get in? I missed that bit. Sorry.
We have not been able to secure you entry to the venue. This will be something that you must arrange for yourselves.
I was just looking at Met Gala outfits, and I reckon we can do this.
Tell me what kind of event this is? Is it a promotional event just for that musician lady?
The event is a party/art gala. Due to Mardi Gras' recent, very public breakup and damning controversial revelations that have been heavily publicized, a lot of Mardi Gras' personal wealth has been depleted to resolve the numerous litigation costs.
it has been suggested that
The art being sold at this gala is to regain some of Mardi Gras' lost wealth.
All right. I've never been to an art gala, but first time for anything.
Who did she break up with?
She broke up with her long-term partner, who is known throughout the UCAS Hollywood film scenes.
Right.
you're gonna make me say a name, aren't you?
That's all right.
Who is that?
Mardi Gras and Aidan Strong's relationship has been well publicized through various media outlets, and in a number of troubling accusations from both parties have caused a number of court hearings in recent times.
Wait, hold on a minute. Andrew Strong, isn't that the guy got arrested in Bulgaria or Romania, something like that? He went to jail. He went to jail for like a few months.
I think that's
No, he's the one who made those pirate films.
Maybe somebody else.
We are sailing close to the wind here.
Yes, are there any other questions?
Right, so we get in, Cat does the thing to the comlink, then we leave,
Presumably.
nice and quiet.
Nice
Yeah.
and quiet. Yeah.
No trouble, nothing else.
No
Correct.
surprises.
Stealth and discretion is of the highest priority.
Yeah, and again, I just wonder why us.
We suggest you buy a hat, Bear.
I've got a hat.
A more discreet hat.
All right, shopping list, hat, and rocket launcher.
Okay. Anything else for anyone else?
Kind of want to ask them something about the guest list. Like, who is there? Anyone gonna be there that might have a special interest in like what Annabelle's doing, or is there anyone we're gonna have to shake off that might be watching, apart from just the security that we'd expect?
The names on the guest list are not publicly advertised. We have no firm confirmation on who is or is not attending. It can be expected, however, that the event will be attended by a number of high-profile influencers and or entertainment personalities. It would be expected that whilst the event is being advertised as a party/art gala, there will be a number of people at the event looking to capitalize on Mardi Gras' recent misfortunes.
Yeah, maybe we could use that as a distraction. Okay, no, that's all good. Thank you.
Okay.
We know where it is. We know what
When
the
it
target is. We know when. We know what the fact that there's going to be a lot of security, and that we're not going to be allowed to take in any kind of recording or surveillance tech of our own.
Sorry, just to clarify. So the Daventry has security, but it's sorry, I should go on to say the security is for the venue, not the party. So
Right.
the party itself isn't going to be crawling with security because, by the sounds of it, Annabelle Clay wants to keep like the amount of security as minimal as possible, so as not to arouse suspicion among people there.
Oh,
Because
well,
if you see someone surrounded by bodyguards or whatnot.
Oh yeah, well, we like that, don't we? A low security event. Lovely. And we don't have tickets to get in. That's fine. We'll figure that out. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right. About payment.
Yes. Payment.
Everyone, please make your bids 1, 2, or 3 gold.
I do love a
Gold
2.
cred. 1, 2, or 3 cred.
2.
Yeah, 2. I think it's got to be 2, isn't it?
So Marcus 2, Ellie 2, Bryce
1.
Oh, Bear.
Oh,
This sounds super easy to bear, so he's gonna go 3.
way!
That's gonna bump the clock up.
The legwork clock, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So 2, 2, 1,
He's
3.
doing-
2, 2, 1.
He's probably going to shoot a acid look at Marcus and say, "You actually good for this, yeah, Marcus? This cred you're waving around, or is that coming out of my pocket as well?"
Don't know what we're talking about, Bear.
Okay.
In which case, we wish you the best of luck, brothers. We will contact you when the job is done.
all right then. Thanks.
Okay. And before you get to say, like, finish the word thanks, you hear the doot doot as the line goes dead. And as you sort of like look at the comlink and sort of like look to the others, you feel the comlink get hot. in your hands,
Oh,
and as
God.
you drop it, there's a little and something under the screen like bursts, and the screen cracks, and you see like, wisps of smoke rise out of the comlink.
Nice.
As that happens, there's a soft knock on the door, and you hear a noise as the door slides open, and the troll, like front of house concierge, kind of pokes his head in and, my apologies. We've received word that that the person you're meeting won't be able to attend. They said you can stay and have drinks on a tab. Drinks on them, or
Say no more.
Thank you.
okay. And yeah, with that, the troll kind of nods and leaves you be. And yeah, if you're staying, the menu readers, like holographic menus, pop out of these kind of bottom pieces that you hold, with a number of eye-wateringly expensive drinks.
Do they do to go?
They do not know.
We should
You
stay
put it
for
in
a
a
bit.
foam cup for me.
Okay, so as you do or don't watch Marcus drink himself into a stupor,
Yeah.
we begin the legwork. So, what is the plan? So you need to. So can I?
Are we thinking of going in as staff or as guests? Because that's going to very much decide
Both.
where we research, or how
What
much
if,
access we've got.
What
Sorry,
if Price went in as... Sorry, go on.
I'll just quickly jump in because I always forget to do this. The mission directives, when you accept, so you gain experience when you accept the job, when you enter the gala, when you install the tracker, if you escape undetected, and when the mission ends.
Oh, I think we can write off the fourth one. I think we never escape undetected.
I'm a bit unsure about the first one, to be honest. No, second one. The second one, just getting in.
The only one I'm sure about is the mission ending. In some
Yeah,
way,
the
it
mission
will
will
end.
end. It will come to an end, won't it? In a ball of flame.
Okay, so yes, what is the plan? Sorry.
I was just wondering if Price could enter as the entertainment for the evening as a magician's act,
Oh,
and we could be like
He's a
his
cheap magician.
glamorous
super
assistant.
cool. I would like to be catering if possible, because I
Yeah,
think I'll
same.
get away with. I think Marcus and I would get away with being the catering quite well if we can
Tuxes.
infiltrate the team, and
Yeah.
and that would also give us an excuse for disappearing off into other rooms and
Yeah.
stuff. And if you guys are the entertainment, that would just be really funny.
The magician and his dancing bear. What the?
Yeah, either that or Bear goes as a super fan because he dresses like an animal, she dresses like an animal. It's like
I was thinking.
you've inspired me kind of thing.
Oh,
Ooh,
true. Yeah.
But probably Price would need
Mardi
a
Gras.
glamorous assistant.
Mardi, you are an inspiration to the furry community. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Yes. That'll help the publicity problem,
Well,
won't it?
Bear in mind, so if you're sort of like looking to publicly be part of the party, the guest roster seems to be made up of high-flying influencers and or like entertainment type of people. So the sort of like magician act may not necessarily fly, but
That's too much
between-
like a child's birthday party
yeah,
vibe.
between the two of you, if one of you were to engineer new identities,
How
What,
about
like an online influencer?
Oh, I love
either
that.
become an influencer overnight. You got to find something that's super viral, get 1 million views overnight.
if Bear becomes the influencer and or media personality,
True.
and then you could be his manager Price.
Yeah.
Just imagining Bear and Price trying to learn like a TikTok dance in the in the living room.
Josh can definitely help you.
Yeah.
Oh, could it work? Maybe we could create like a fake TikTok account.
I don't like the idea of you guys going high profile in the name of this one job. I just don't think that's gonna be
Yeah, I
safe.
think we're the men for the job.
The Black Phoenix clock at 9 o'clock, Hades, Genesis, and MVN, and Blue Tree at whatever that is
6
6
o'clock.
o'clock. I just don't think this is a
Maybe
good idea.
maybe going viral is not very
Go
discreet.
viral.
Okay, all right.
So
What's plan B then?
Fine.
option number 2 is to be an agent of Aiden Strong, her ex-boyfriend, whatever, and try and get an invite that way, and then you can go and talk to Annabelle Clay to say, listen, we're trying to
Why
make
would
something
they?
up
Would they want
'Cause they're
Aiden Strong's agent there?
because they want to make up and find a solution where both parties agree that there was a mutual.
Be
I don't know,
good for the image if Aiden's
So-
people are there.
Tell you what
make
me
up-
and Bear have got going for us. They're trying to
What?
sell stuff. They need money. We got the money. We're
Oh,
there
we
to
could be
buy
art
shit.
collectors.
buyers.
We'd be eccentric art collectors.
Definitely eccentric
Yay!
art dealers. That is our invite
Yeah.
there.
Okay, that's the one.
Okay.
Amazing.
So, Bear and Price, eccentric art collectors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Marcus and Kat catering.
I
And we
do.
can wear whatever we like then if we're eccentric.
Exactly, and I might have had to retcon getting a really swanky, pointless car to turn up in rather than
Do
a
it.
sedan.
I must say, I'm a bit disappointed. I did like the idea of us being Aiden Strong's people because then I could just imagine a legwork scene where Josh is is helping us research the relationship and the history between them so we know what to say. And he's like, and then they had this falling out in a club and where he called her a nasty bitch and then they made up and they went to Hawaii and then
Ellie could always be the.
Yeah, you
Marcus
guys
could be
can do that.
catering
That's
and
great.
Ellie could be the agent.
I don't know. Oh, I mean, agent to agent, that might work quite well, actually. That might give me a reason to speak to Annabelle, or whatever her name is.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, with the agent.
Maybe
the
that's
agent line.
better. Maybe you could be my assistant, my PA, Marcus.
Unless Marcus
Okay.
is still catering.
I like catering though.
Okay. I'm gonna be an
Uh,
agent. I'm gonna be
okay.
Aiden
Ellie.
Strong's agent.
Hold on.
He's gonna be
Yeah, like it.
agent. Okay, amazing. Right, so with that in mind, I guess the first question is, how are you getting your names on the lists?
Over to you, Ellie.
Probably me. Yeah, I'm gonna create a fake, like, LinkedIn profile and all that.
Sure.
And reach out to Mardi Gras people and
Yeah.
say, can I get an invite for Aiden Strong really wants to improve both our public images and figure something out, and appearing at the party would kind of go some way towards that. Can we get an invite for the agent +2 eccentric art appreciators?
Okay, so I feel like this. These sort of like favors are usually 1-to-1 type
Okay.
deals. So, which of Mardi Gras / Annabelle Clay's team have you hit up and declare them as a contact?
Presumably not Annabelle herself. So
I mean, it's a bold move. We'll see how it pans out.
I guess like a sort of underling in the team, somebody who is desperate to make their mark in the team and wants to take initiative, a plucky intern or something like
Okay.
that
Aw.
that I can manipulate.
Plucky intern. What is the name of said plucky intern?
Brandon.
Brandon the intern. Okay.
Yes.
So Brandon's new on the team.
Yes. He is
And
naive. He's
Naive.
desperate for his break. He wants to impress Annabelle.
okay, and if he can reforge, you know, the love between Aiden Strong and Mardi Gras.
Precisely.
Okay.
That's
got-
it. That's it.
Nice.
In this sense, so we'll create Aiden. You will decidedly owe Aiden a favor. Brandon, yeah, sorry, because you'll be owing him a favor for sure in this instance. Please roll me a hit the street as you go to Andon and Brandon and try to.
What's hit the street again? What's it based on?
Style.
Is it style?
Are you
No
stylish?
style. I'm not stylish.
Before you do it though, is there anyone that's linking up with you? So
Please.
In this instance, it would be presumably Price or Bear, because if you're, I could guess if you're asking for like the +2 for Price and Bear's personas, if you've set up a small website of like Bear stood awkwardly in like the Tate Modern.
Yeah, imagine Bear's written like just a ridiculous blog about all these famous paintings with his thoughts on them, and Ellie has then gone and tried to make it look like a credible website.
Please, can I link with Bear because I've got +3 with Bear.
Yeah, let's do that.
In which case, Bear, if you roll me a help or hinder, help or interfere, sorry. With your so Bear, your links with Ellie are +1.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh, look at that! Good job.
Check you
Green
out.
team.
So what do I get a +1 to this?
You get a +1 to your hit the streets, because Brandon looks at Bear's blog, and is impressed by what he sees.
Okay. Hit the street.
It's just ignorant enough to sound like he might know what he's talking about.
Even with my
Dang.
+1, it's a 6.
It's
I
a
can't
6.
roll at the moment, unfortunately. Ellie's not doing well.
Okay. So, Brandon is impressed and gets you, Price, and Bear on the entry list.
Oh yeah.
However, he only does so after insisting that you exchange personal telephone numbers.
Oh shit. Okay. How old is Brandon?
He's probably
21?
just younger than you.
Okay, so more like 19-ish.
19-ish. But he fancies his chances. He has your personal telephone number. And it turns out that Brandon is a chronic messenger.
Okay.
Like we're talking hundreds of messages a day, regardless of whether or not you respond or not.
Oh no.
And he just carries on the conversation without you.
Yes.
Oh god. Okay.
But you do, like, after sort of like hours and hours and hours and hours of this, because you've got about 3 days until the gala, right?
Sure.
So effectively, like a day and a half after the meet, like after he starts messaging you, he does reach out to you to say he's very sad because he's been fired.
Right. Oh, that's enough of Brandon then. Delete the number.
He's been fired because of his distraction on the job.
For
But
sake, Brandon.
one of the things he does go on to say is that one of the last, like, Annabelle seemed to be scrutinizing the entry list a bit closer. So the legwork clock moves up to 6 o'clock.
Oh.
Sure. As long as we can still get in, that's the main thing. I'm more like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brandon. Okay, bye. Block.
Change number. Okay, so that's 3 of you. Marcus, how are you getting in?
All right. Marcus will head out to the Daventry as a guest.
Yes.
And start sussing out who is doing the catering.
Okay.
Once he gets the name of the catering company, he will go to the catering company and apply for the job.
Okay. So as you are heading to, you head to the hotel.
Apply for a job as a temp for the catering. It doesn't even have to be for the right event.
Sure.
But yeah.
So you head to the Daventry, which is this large kind of monolithic kind of hotel type building, like conference hall come building. It's relatively unique on the Neo-London skyline because it's comprised of 2 towers side by side, connected by a number of what they've been dubbed as sky bridges. So basically glass walkways every kind of 2 or 3 floors up this kind of 40-50 floor building.
That's the Daventry.
That's the Daventry. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, so it's modern.
Yeah. So it's a big building. Say with this and the idea of the sky bridge is that you can walk out and it's like you're floating between the 2 towers because like the floor is kind of reinforced glass. You're in a glass tube. Everything's just see through. So yeah, it's just like you're walking on air as you get across between the 2 buildings. But sort of like as you kind of scope it out and you're kind of watching people come and go and you spend an amount of time doing that, make an assess as you kind of get a scope of the place.
Okay, Seth with synth. Hey. Dang.
Okay.
Nice.
So you gain 3 hold.
Nice.
Hot dang.
Which you can use to ask some questions.
Yep, help me out, guys. Let me know what you think is good.
Yeah. Okay.
So your questions are, so you can ask.
Can I use one of the questions to figure out who the catering company is?
Yes.
I'll just do that. Either we see a truck
we can do
coming
these
in.
at any time, can't we? So we could do them during the mission.
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to ask the question now.
I do need to know now so I can actually join the catering.
Of course.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we can use one of your holds, and you're able to gain, like you find out which of the catering teams, because obviously there's a lot of catering teams going around this area, but you're able to figure out which of them specifically deals with the Daventry, and also with some closer investigation, figure out which team it is that's then working at that event on that night.
Yeah.
We'll use one of your holds to answer that.
Okay, shall I leave the other holds for now?
Maybe avoid trouble or hide because we're trying to get in and out without causing a ruckus.
It does say in the ensuing action you may spend a hold, so we could always wait until it becomes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Becomes relevant, couldn't we?
Sure. I mean, we can. You can keep the hold. Yeah.
Okay. So the next step is try and get the job, and then get a job as part of the catering company, and maybe have to switch shifts with someone and somebody who isn't at Daventry, get them to basically fast talk my way into getting.
I was gonna say So you're trying.
Feed someone on the team some bad chicken the day before, and then stand in for them.
Poison the shit out of them.
If you're
now
looking
you're up.
if you're looking to kind of convince someone to swap their shifts for you, so you find Gianna, who's one of the catering staff, and like he's stood out back. Sorry, they're stood out at the bottom.
Was that name again, Dan?
Gianna.
Gianna.
He's
What?
they're having a cigarette, sort of like at the back entrance. But yeah, you by all means you can fast talk Gianna to see if they can swap the shifts or not.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, Gianna, listen. I got a shift at this other hotel, but I got something else to do. Like, would you mind switching shifts? And I'll fast talk.
I don't know.
Come on, Gianna. I'll owe you one. Really, listen. I know it's only my first day, but this really means a lot for me.
Giona's like, who the hell even are you?
Fine. We'll swap.
Jonah, tell you what, I'll throw in a bottle for you. You'll like it. It's the good stuff.
They kind of nod to you, and sort of like light up another cigarette, and then just kind of like shoo you away as they start making.
Oh, you won.
Start making calls, and then you hear sort of like, "Hey, Mama, I can come see you." Okay, so you have successfully managed to get onto the catering team for the event.
Okay, happy days.
Okay, so you're in. What now?
Okay, Kat, we need something to scan digits or biometrics.
Oh, right. You don't want to go. I was thinking more I take her into another room and then knock her out, or you knock her out, and then we use her fingerprints that way. You think copy, get some biometric data off her, and then...
Yeah, well, what would it be then? Would it be eyes or would it be fingers?
You don't know.
We need to be ready for both. Retinal scanner and... Not retinal. Retina scanner and fingerprints.
Maybe
it's her breath. That was in a film once.
Maybe knocking her out is easier because there's more options.
But if we knock her out, won't she know something's up?
She'll know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might be able to get out before she figures out what it is. And then
basically spiking this lady.
Can't you seduce her?
Who? Marcus or me?
I think Marcus is like the kitchen staff man. You know, it's just a classic story of the management.
Yeah. Just like Romeo and Juliet.
Tell us about this story, Jake.
Another channel.
Tale as old as time.
I must have missed that one growing up.
Jake, didn't you used to work in catering by any chance?
No.
So yes,
Heady days.
you do have. You get the feeling that potentially knocking her out isn't going to fly because the moment she wakes up.
You're right. We'll need some tech to get her biometric information without her realizing.
But she just realized that something weird happened and she got spiked. Doesn't arouse too much suspicion, right?
Can't your fancy new eyes scan her eyes somehow?
Sounds romantic.
Yeah, well, you know me.
Their cyber eyes met across the crowded room.
I mean, Matt, are you suggesting sort of like someone scan her eyes and then like image duplicate, like copy paste onto their own?
Well, yeah, I think Bear wouldn't. Yes, that's probably the level of Bear's understanding of what Anton's eyes can do.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
So we need her in person or a scan. I mean, it's not going to work with her in person. She's either knocked down or we scan her digits / eyes.
Yeah. I think we need to have a couple of methods on hand. I think we need to be well prepared, not just assume that if we pick one, it's gonna be one of the options.
Can we do some research on scanners then? What do they look like? How do they work? Like,
how are we going to sneak them in when no tech is really allowed at the party? That's going to be hard.
Small, like handheld. I don't know.
How many of you have got cyber implants anyway?
Well, a lot of people at the party will, won't they?
A lot of people at the party will. And Ellie and Marcus are both cybered, and it's Price and Bear are not. Off the bat, one of the question marks is, Marcus can take photos with his eyes, and it sounds like kind of comm links and recording things are confiscated, but you can't confiscate someone's eyes. So it makes you wonder. That's a big question mark. Like what's happening about that?
Oh God. Do we want to try and find out?
Are we popping her eyeball out and replacing it with Marcus's?
If we're not allowed to knock her out, we're definitely not allowed to take an eye.
But she won't know that it's missing if she's got one of Marcus's in.
You won't know that. What? Oh, my eye feels a bit strange.
Well, you won't know if it's a cyber eye. It'll just
Well,
be like changing
I don't
the
remember it being
TV channel.
blue.
With a shit ton of morphine and hope she doesn't realise the difference.
Oh, my eye smells of sweat and whiskey. What's going on?
Dipped it in whiskey.
Oh my god.
But what is the apparatus we need to get the credentials from a person? What does the device look like? Can we research that?
You
Biometric scanner or something.
you can look into it 100%. Yeah, because right now you've been told it's it's suspectedly biometrically protected, but you don't know what else. So
There's an earpiece. It's got to be something that goes into her that takes her DNA or something. Her ear. We need an elf ear that's going to be the same as hers.
Okay, but can we get a biometric skimmer though? What does that cost?
well, it sounds like that would be a research. So if you're looking to find out what it is, that sounds like it'll be a research. So who's going to go ahead and do that?
Is that research or reveal knowledge? Who's got a good mind?
Ellie. Ellie's got a good mind.
I mean, it's a research or...
Oh, it's an intel. Or research?
yeah, I don't think...
Research is intel. Oh, research mind. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm dumb. Oh shit, Marcus is real dumb. Fuck.
Okay, so who's doing the research?
Ellie.
Surprise.
No, I don't mind doing it.
Well, you're the only one with mind. So
Yeah.
Am I linking with anyone? Am I linking with you, Marcus? Do you want to help? Do you want to help me
Wait,
or
you are
hinder me?
you're the other person who knows anything about cyberware, so it probably makes sense.
You're both doing
I'll
this
roll
bit
it.
as
Marcus will just
catering.
describe what he saw once in a dodgy.
In a magazine that got posted
Right.
through his door.
Yeah.
There's like an Argos catalogue.
Of dodgy shit.
Marcus, yeah, if you roll links.
Okay, it's +3. 9.
Ooh.
9.
9.
No,
Okay.
phew.
So
Phew.
Ellie, you will gain +1 to this research.
It's a +1. Let's try. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's just give it a go.
Come on.
What's the worst it can happen?
Oh, it's a 9.
So
Good.
9. Okay. So you take intel, and I will answer your question from the list provided.
Okay. So this is about Annabelle, presumably.
No, this is about the skimmer. We want to know how the skimmer works.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we want to know how we get the bio data.
I think that's we wanted to know what kind of how we get biodata. So presumably that's are we just researching?
I mean, it's a
Or
question of either
research.
what does the gizmo look like, or if you're looking into what she has.
Well, I thought that might be more what we were looking at, what she has.
Up to you. Either see how skimmer works or see what phone she uses.
I mean, fundamentally, you could ask the question: how secure is
Yeah, how secure
Annabelle
is?
Clay's biometric?
Yeah, I feel as if that's what I want to know.
Okay.
Now tell us we need a giant CAT scan.
Yes. Okay, so you do a little bit of research online. A lot of it involves studying some of the glimpses of like the very few glimpses of like Annabelle out in public at sort of like Mardi Gras public events. It seems that it's while it requires her thumb, but you suspect that there is something a bit more going on. Perhaps she's got an implant on the thumb or whatnot. So it is very much. And
You were right there. We need
Right.
to take a finger.
So but when you look into sort of like the model of comlink that she's got, so it looks like she operates everything pretty much from her comlink. it's you can see sort of like the way that her thumb's on the screen, which you wouldn't normally do. Like normally, obviously, your thumb would be on the side of the comm link. But looking into it, you also find out that that particular model, the biometrics also supports proximity detection.
Ooh, okay.
Something in her thumb is implanted. It's not just a thumbprint.
So she's going to need to be close by.
That's what it seems. Yes.
It's not enough to just get to lift her fingerprint. She is going to have to be there while someone does it.
I think it's either
Almost
or,
like doing it while we're chatting to her, sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's about setting up a meet. I bring my eccentric pals, plus the catering guy for some reason. And then while she's distracted...
Buongiorno. Here for catering.
Unlock it and get stuff.
Or do we retcon that Marcus also does part of the removal of all of the items that are being brought? So when we win an item, part of making sure that it is put into our lovely new car safely is that she has to come and supervise that as part of the meet. Marcus could be carrying the item. We can have a little chat to say, oh, is this all good? And the insurance, all the rest of it, while she's agreeing and talking to us. She'll be in proximity for you to be able to do some hack thing and get the data. And then she's in like a car park area at the back of the hotel.
Dan, question. So it's either the device opens if you use the thumb, or it opens if the device is close?
It seems it's both. So it's thumbprint, but it has to be nearby because in this day and age, lifting someone's prints is relatively easy. You can have body mods that shift, make
So you have to do both. You have to have the print and for her to be close by.
Fundamentally, she would
So
have to
Yeah.
be there to press the comm link. It's not because if you took her phone, her comm link, and then manufactured her print, then that wouldn't work because of the proximity.
Okay, I got you. You need both.
Yeah. Okay.
So we need a skimmer. We need a skimmer.
We
That's
do.
what
We need something to.
Unless we con her to open her own phone, but I don't think that's gonna work.
And then but then it's the question of how we get her attention away from the phone while
So
doing the necessary.
fundamentally, you need her thumbprint and you need her nearby. Those are the two things that you need. It doesn't necessarily have to be her thumb. It does need to be her print.
But as long as you're nearby doing it.
How about this? Can we get a skimmer, and disguise it as a phone, so that she needs to? You give her a phone, and she consults photos of artwork or photos of.
We can get a thumbprint off a glass or something.
Yeah, which you could be serving her. Yeah.
But no, I feel like it's electronic. That's what Dan was saying. There's like a little.
No, there is, but the actual thumbprint is necessary, even though it's not sufficient. So we could get the thumbprint from something like a glass, copy that,
And then we just have to be next to her.
and then we just need to be next to her with access to her phone, which is going to be tricky. We're going to need a distraction. Marcus, Price, or Bear are going to have to kiss her.
Right.
Do a big dip kiss or something, and then I lean in and go. Bloop. It's done.
Unless it's Ellie
good.
to do the kiss.
Unless it's me who has to do the kiss, in which case one of you guys is going to have to do the. Bloop.
Okay, we'll work that out when we get there.
We could get her to drop her phone as long as it's done near her while we're looking for the phone. That is something that could be done behind her back because it's just got to be near her to pick up the bio, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still think we should try and knock her out, but in a way that she wouldn't realise. Like, she'll just think she fainted and that we helped her.
I have gel rounds. I could just shoot her.
Just get Marcus to kiss her with his whiskey breath. That'll do.
I think we need her to be unconscious for a very, very brief moment of time, but not be a big deal, basically.
Yeah.
It won't be a big deal if none of us are related to each other. It'd be more suspicious. So the fact that we're all coming from different backgrounds, we can corroborate. Oh, you just fell over. You did this. It's as long as we don't.
What's Bear doing in the legwork?
So I think Bear, all this conversation about like bio scanners, whatever, he's got bored and wandered off.
Yeah.
But he's taken himself to a couple of art auctions that were going on in town. Because he wants to learn the lingo, so that he can confidently bid on stuff and make sort of proclamations about what pieces are worth, etc.
Sure.
And he's just like having a go at the bidding process and getting himself into that world.
What's Bear imagine this looks like when he turns? What does he imagine it's going to look like when he turns up to his first auction? In his mind, how does he think this goes down?
I think he probably just assumes that the person who shouts the loudest or is the most intimidating just gets to leave with the art that they want.
Okay.
Because that's the way that most of the world works.
So, as you prepare to shout your bids, how does Bear react when what looks like, fundamentally, someone holds up like a big, like a screen type thing, and like a picture appears on the screen, and everyone in the room is referring to the, like, you're calling it art, everyone else is referring to it as an NFT.
Oh god.
Okay.
So it's like a tiny, you can't even see the picture from where you're sat, but like there's just loads of kind of descriptional detail, and sort of like there's talk of ownership and like receipts and whatnot. Like where are the paintings? There are no paintings.
There's no paintings. Ah.
Just someone holding up a screen being like, Exhibit 3.
Okay. I think he probably assumes that he's bidding on the screen, like that it's like he gets to take away this big screen at the end.
Okay. So is there anything you're doing whilst you're getting to? So, suffice to say, you don't win the first few bids when you start shouting and screaming from the back of the room.
Yeah, probably threatening anyone near him, like, you dare bid, I'll break you.
So, I mean, you're booted out the first two auctions. You start to get the hang of it by the time you hit the third. What knowledge is it you're looking to gain from this in general? Like, are you hoping this is like a research opportunity, or?
Yeah, so he's trying to get a sense of art in general and what things might cost, but he also wants to pick up this like poncy, pretentious sort of language that he can then use to pull off his character at the party.
Okay.
So he's looking for the lingo.
I think that's going to be. I would argue this is like you can choose assess, research, or potentially even a sense if you're doing if you want to do something magical based. But I suspect assess, because you're in meat space watching this all happen.
Yeah, I'd love to do magic, but I don't think that really makes much sense. So let's go for assess.
Okay.
What do you say the other one? Research? Oh no, that's mine. That'll be terrible. All right. Assess it is.
Oh, not
Okie dokie. So, a 3.
Oh dear.
You equip yourself with enough vocabulary that if you said it right would mean something. But to the uninitiated, it sounds like you know what you're talking about. And from what you gather from people watching while you're at the couple of auctions before you got kicked out of them all, like it seems like a lot of people here, like buying these NFTs, actually have no appreciation for art whatsoever. And it's just like a status thing. So they don't even care what it is they're buying. They just want it. That makes sense. So the some of the lingo that you've picked up from them, and to be fair, you're probably mirroring their lingo perfectly. It's just their lingo is bullshit. But at least you sound like you're in that crew.
Yeah, is the way that he's using it wrong enough that he could pass as like avant-garde or
You're really living up
such
to
a
that eccentric
trendsetter.
bit.
Yeah.
Like you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to be eccentric. I'm going to be accomplished. But no, you're just going to be.
Okay, great.
Okay, so that's that. Because of this very eccentric art collector crashing around. There's an eccentric art collector, dwarven art collector in a bear costume, crashing around the near London auctions, and that person becomes a person of interest to a particular party. But the clock does not go up.
Oh no.
So, so Bear, you're equipped with a bit of lingo. We've got entry in. Did we come to a decision about the thumbprint?
I'll just shoot it with the gel round. I think that.
We need it to be plausible that nothing's actually happened to her. That's what
Gel
we
round.
need.
They disappear.
She's gonna know.
Don't worry, you just slipped and fell on this gel round.
No.
If I'm behind her and I've got a silencer on my hold-up pistol and I shoot her in the head and it stuns her, she ain't gonna know shit.
What accident is that?
Oh.
And then we tell her she slipped and hit the back of her head.
Exactly, she hit her head,
Right.
and you create like a scene, a minor commotion, and while she's down, get the phone, run away.
Sorry. Is this like when you cough loudly to disguise a fart, but you're instead of fart, you're shooting someone in the head?
Yeah, I just get bear, jump.
Yeah.
I feel like this could work.
So there are other ways, I guess, of sort of like incapacitating someone. So I mean, if you're
What about
able, so
darts?
for example, if you're able to convince her to, watch like you could get a BTL, like a better than life, like VR type thing, and sort of like get her to be in VR or something. So like she's jacked into the Matrix. Like if she's jacked into the Matrix, she's not aware of her body or magic. Like you could do magic stuff potentially to.
Ooh, good point.
trick her
You've
into
got
not
magic,
realising-
Price.
Yep.
I forgot you've got magic.
I can do that.
as opposed to
Bodily harm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like that idea better, I've got to say.
because I mean you've got like manipulation type, like this guy. What kind of spells have you got? Is it manipulation?
Manipulation or illusion.
So I guess you
Either
could
of those
always
would
do
be a
an
good
illusion
problem.
thing to disguise the fact that you're mucking around with
Making
a
her phone.
yeah.
If we create enough of a distraction and do some magic, I think we can do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you use
Alright, but-
invisible, you could mess around with her phone. If she put it down, she would just.
It would have to be
access-
unlocked though with her thumbprint.
Yeah, but you could use if you've got the scan of her thumb, you could be using
Yeah,
that.
okay. Yeah,
Just
okay.
needs
So
to
we
get
get a
us to hold
scan of
on
her
to something.
thumb, distract her with magic
Magic.
or something, and
Mhm.
then do it. Yeah, and then do it while invisible or something
Right.
like that. No, so get her thumb scan, create a distraction, go invisible. Done.
It is. Who is
Happy
so
days.
this team distract her, and this team get the phone. So I think I'm on team get the phone.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
What team are you guys on?
I'll be distracting her because I thought I was going to be buying art and being eccentric.
Yeah, you are.
Hmm.
I'm on team get the phone because I'm putting the tracker on.
So I should point out that the tracker was fundamentally a software file for you to
Yeah.
you
exactly.
can install it basically.
Happy days.
Can I do that
Nice.
via my deck, like remotely, or do I have to pop something in her phone, or just like airdrop it? I can airdrop it onto her phone once she's unlocked it.
Well, in a pinch you could wirelessly transmit it, but then that might risk becoming public. Like other
Okay.
people might see that happening. If
Sure.
you do it wired fundamentally, like deck to comlink, then you might be able to do it more discreetly.
Nice. That's probably the better option then.
Okay.
Okay. Got a plan?
So, are you all happy with a plan? Are we happy to have Marcus run through the plan?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I'm a bit confused now. Right. What is the plan, and specifically, what is everyone doing? Now, I should also point out that I've been very, very, very lenient with Marcus's "here's the plan" move. I love it when here's a plan. So, when it comes to the plan, we have to be very specific. We can no longer say Bear will punch things, Ellie will hack things, I will shoot things. That's the whole
plan.
That's the spirit of the game.
What are you talking about? That is the plan.
We have to make a plan.
So it's very, very specifically, there has to be a plan. The plan can be multiple steps, but
there is a specific plan.
Yes.
And if you fail a roll, you lose the +1.
Correct.
Okay. So Bear will use his axe to. Bear and Price will be entering the building, and will try and convince. What's her name? Lady.
Annabelle.
Annabelle or Mardi Gras?
Lady Annabelle Clay. Convince them to go to a separate, more quiet location to discuss business or view an art piece or show them something. Okay, so that they're in a separate location.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Then Kat and Marcus will try and get to the phone and bring the phone to her. Okay.
So Ellie and who? Sorry.
Me.
Marcus.
Marcus. Yeah.
We get the phone and get the phone to her. At which point, I believe Price will have to create
the phone
Price
to Annabelle or Ellie.
To Price, I guess, to Ellie. Then Ellie has to join them, I guess. That makes sense.
They did say that she might not have her kit on her, so maybe because she has to be next to it, so we could bring it to her, being like, this was found somewhere it shouldn't have been. We think you should hold on to it. So then she's actually got it. So we need her.
If you've got a thumbprint, you won't need that. You just need to bring it within range of her then.
Okay, yeah.
Just give her a glass of something. So we bring the phone close to her, and then I think Kat keeps hold of the phone whilst Price distracts her. Price or Bear distracts her, right? And then we either get a thumbprint, either get her finger, and she's close. Kat uploads the program, and then make their way out. So Price and Bear should make their way out normally, and Marcus and Kat just get out. I think Marcus is playing more of a support role in case things go wrong.
I think it'd be quite easy for us to cause a distraction with all the art, and we can cause a scene quite easily with the auction. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the plan.
Okay. So. Right, yeah, sounds like a plan. Is there anything else anyone wants to add to the plan or question about the yes price?
I've got a lot of things to do. So I do need to give everyone a trinket.
Yes.
So I figured if Ellie and Marcus are sneaking around the back area, they can have a trinket that allows them to go invisible.
Okay.
Holy shit.
And for myself and Bear, because we're around the front, I'm going to give us both a trinket that allows us to transmute one piece of equipment into a bit of gear in case we need to say, oh, is this your phone? Or is this is this your phone? And then we've actually got the real phone behind them. Okay. Something like that, if there's a little bit of swap shop going on around there.
And it temporarily, is it? And can we end that when we want to?
You can just use it at some point in the mission. It counts as a gear token for you, basically. And you can say that I have that piece of gear, or it's that Rubik's Cube thing I gave you last time. You can decide what it becomes as a piece of gear.
That was good.
Whether it's a pass, a multi-pass, or something, you decide on that moment.
Fundamentally, Price is kind of casting a spell ahead of time, which brings me to the point of I will please. So if you're using kind of the fetishes. The token. If you're doing 4 items for 4 runners, I need 4 caster spells.
Okay, so the 2 gear pieces for me and Bear will
So
be.
the first one is yours. Is a success.
Yeah, and then for Bear
Is another
happy
success.
days. And
Whoa.
then for Ellie, and
Yes.
for Marcus. Yeah, that's right.
Partial success.
Aw.
Okay, so
Happy days.
Blimey.
so while we were, you can, so 11, so it's just a partial success on Marcus's piece. So on the caster spell, that is, for the three that aren't Marcus's, you successfully harness enough magical energy to create a spell as planned. So I'll chuck that in the chat. As an aside, for the three of them, you can supercharge it with an adjunct if you so wish, but I'm not 100%. So you can make it greater, split, or hidden.
What does that mean?
So you can add those tags. So you can either give it +1
Oh, right.
harm, you can split it, or you can make it hidden.
Okay, I have to remember that.
But
Okay.
if you do that, because you have to decide now, basically, so you're casting a spell onto the object and handing it over. But if you do that, then you run the risk of potentially taking like drain or.
No, I'm just happy to go with as it is. Let's not risk it anymore.
In which case, for Marcus, if you're happy with the three of those just being as is, then Marcus is you cast a spell, but you have to choose 2. So you suffer drain. The effect is loud or otherwise attracts attention, or one aspect of the magic is not entirely under your control. You have to choose 2 of those.
Let's go with a loud. You can go visible with a bang.
Okay. Sure.
Shazam it.
And one more. So you suffer drain or.
Oh, you got to suffer 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So suffer drain or one aspect is not entirely under your control.
Oh,
What
let's
does
suffer
drain do?
drain.
Okay. So
Is that just harm?
you suffer stun harm. So please roll me a harm roll.
Is that oh dear, why'd I pick this? Okay.
7. Okay. So I choose you lose your footing, you lose your grip on whatever you're holding, you lose track of someone or something you're attending to, or someone gets the drop on you.
I guess it doesn't really
A
matter.
certain someone
Hmm.
hears rumors of a team putting together a job. That certain someone being Jacob Carter.
Ooh, because it's your
Not him.
trinket. Don't worry, you'll be
God.
fine. You'll be
God
fine.
damn him. Bring my rocket launcher.
Happy days.
He's gonna stand up at the party. Oh no.
Could I also do my initiate feat to try and get some arcana for the mission?
You may indeed, yes.
Can I get a hold, please?
You gain 1
Or
hold,
arcana thing?
and I believe you get a free arcana to start.
Yeah. I'm going to spend that free arcana straight away to try and bind a fire elemental. Because in case we need to trigger the
What?
fire alarm.
Okay. Okay. So if
Use a
you
lighter.
What is your character, Jake?
Just everything's before the mission. Just keep loading the shells. Okay, this could go horribly wrong.
Oh no. Partial.
okay, so you gain 2 hold.
Yeah.
So you've got to spend 1 cred, 1 arcana.
Yes, that's the free arcana I got.
Yep. So that arcana.
So I'll just spend 1 cred.
So you gain 3 hold. 2 hold. Beg my pardon.
Yeah.
2. And then so you have those hold. Basically, you've got this fire elemental conjured and ready to go. And then during the mission, you can summon it and then use your 2 holds to make it do a number.
Make
of
it do
things.
stuff. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Go.
And I've also got an extra arcana from my initiate thing.
Yes. You. So was
So I should
that
have
hold?
3. I should have 2 holds for the elemental and 1 from the initiate.
Beg your pardon. Correct. Arcana. There we are.
And also in those 2 days build up, I'd like to go and get a fancy car to turn up to the gala in and get rid of the sedan.
Nice. Can we all turn up in it?
Not you're you're at the back. You can't turn up in this. I'm
You're
going with
my-
sort of like a Cruella de Vil style car.
Too.
Like a Neo Rolls Royce.
Yeah,
on the list, doesn't be?
I picked the tags for it, so we're going with the +2, +1, +1 with an armour of 1. So I'd like it to be fast, aggressive, garish, and loud, please, with a pop-up autocannon.
Discreet. Okay.
Was
a gala, you don't have
without
to-
anyone knowing we were there. Bryce, not with a bang.
Okay. So we have a plan. We have some magical prep. Is there any other last minute prep?
Do I need a little thumbprint copier scanner thing? A little piece of tech?
We still haven't figured out if we need this or not. Apparently we don't. We do.
Oh,
Well,
I think I need something.
Without it, you'll have to get her.
No. I
prep.
want it.
Okay.
I want it. Yeah.
So, who are you getting it from?
Oh God! Does Zoe, my cyberware installer, does she do a little side hustle and
You owe her a
Okay.
favour, don't you?
just pay her a bit extra? And a little tip.
Okay. You've got the contact already. Roll me a hit the streets as you speak to Zoe, your cyberware installer, who did your eyes last
Did
mission.
my eyes real good.
Real good. To see if she can sort you out a thumbprint scanner.
The street, right?
Yeah, hit the streets.
I thought I clicked it and nothing happened, so let's try again. The 9!
It's a 9. Okay, so you speak to Zoe in her chop shop. And you alright, darling, she says. And she does have it. So she does have the sort of thing that you need. So what is it you want to do? Just be able to sort of like swipe it past the hand and like scan and...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you literally like a skimmer scanner type thing.
Skimmer
Like a
scanner.
barcode scanner.
Yeah. basically.
If we were super clever, we would clone the chip in her thumb, wouldn't we?
Well,
In 2 days.
No, I mean on the spot.
Oh.
We'd have a
Oh,
piece
yeah.
of kit that could clone it
That's-
remotely, like just by
what
waving
I was talking-
past it.
That's what I was talking about with the skimmer.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what a skimmer does?
That's what we
That's what I
want.
thought.
That's what we want. Because then it doesn't have to be near her at all, because it'll think that it's near her.
well.
Well, no. Let's just go for something that can copy her fingerprint.
So you've got the scanner. However, please to choose 2 poisons from the list.
I choose 2.
Yeah, your request is
Right.
going to cost you extra. It's going to take some time to put together. Your request is going to attract unwanted attention, complications, or consequences. Your contact needs you to help them out with something.
But we don't. Well, we know when we need it, so I don't think I can choose time to put together. I don't particularly want to put the clock up, so it's going to cost me extra, and she needs help with something. Hopefully, at the party.
She charges you a cred. It's extra, so it'd be 1 cred normally, so it'd be 2 cred for this.
2 cred, sure.
Because she can. So it turns out she can get it, but she hasn't got it, but she can get it. However, she needs to lubricate the transaction a bit more. So 2 cred for the skimmer.
Sure.
That's an autograph.
And she wants a photo.
And Brandon's phone number.
She wants a photo selfie of you and Mardi Gras.
Nice. I
She
can do
gives.
that.
Sorry, she goes. Actually, yeah, I've got a bit of a favour, and she hands you what are effectively a pair of really unwieldy-looking glasses. And she says, "So these, basically, like what? So a friend came in and dropped them off. Basically, just like he wears them to like scramble his face on CCTV. Basically, like, just like deletes his face. But what I found out is that it makes it much easier to superimpose faces on top. So what I was wondering is if you're going to be there with Mardi Gras, you put on these glasses and then you take a selfie with her, right? And then that will scramble your face, and then later I can put my face on your body so it looks like I was there at the party, and then I can like wave it around and be like, yeah, I'm at Mardi Gras. So
Very-
I need you to get me a selfie.
Very-
Mardi Gras.
Say no more. I can do it.
Cool. Amazing. Cheers, love.
Love Mardi Gras.
Can't they
Of all
unscramble
her
that to find
songs.
your face?
Nah, these are really good.
They're really good, Price.
Right,
Basically,
okay.
just be a blank face that I can then superimpose my face on top of.
Alright.
I can get it.
Cool. Right. Cheers, darling. Yeah, you take these. Make sure you bring them back in one piece because they're quite fun, actually.
Right.
Cool. So you've got a scanner. Are you
Got
all
a
ready?
scanner.
Are you all ready?
I think so. You need to add a gear to me and Bear, please, for our trinkets. And
Let me
then
roll.
Ellie and Marcus have to remember they've got an invisibility thingy.
Yeah, I got it. And I'm gonna roll.
So a gear for Bear and
Bear and me for our trinkets.
I get a hold.
Okay. Is that for playing cons together? So Marcus gets a different type of hold. Okay.
I feel like we're getting the hang of this
We've
now.
got
We're
so
loading
much
up
of
on
this
tokens.
stuff, yeah.
Right. In which case, as your plan comes together and the night of the art gala rolls round, as you make your way in your respective vehicles to the Daventry. Let's grab a quick break.
All right.
Okay.
All right, back in a bit.
See you soon.
In a bit.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey babe, it's your girl Mardi Gras hitting you up with an amazing offer just for you. To hear my latest single 3 days early, you gotta get on that exclusive guest list by subscribing to those absolute stunners over at Explorers of Elsewhere. Be quick though, cause this offer won't be around forever. Okay, big loves to you all, and I'll catch you soon, okay?
Welcome back. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. Are you pumped?
We're going to the Arcana.
I am now.
I'm pumping that brake, but it's not working in the car. It's already got an accelerator.
It's got 2 accelerators in this.
Yes.
in this. That's what the fast tag does on the car.
Oh my God.
Okie dokie. So we rejoin the 4 of you as you make your way to the Daventry. Well, it's called the Daventry. And in the sort of like the glittering neon lights of nighttime Neo-London, you see this building stretching up in front of you into the night sky. As you know, there's kind of vehicles and nighttime crowds just kind of milling about, and everyone's kind of getting super busy. And Marcus, as you kind of peel off from the other 3 to make your way to the service entrance at the back where the catering teams can make their way in.
Yep.
Ellie, before Marcus goes.
Yeah. I stop him and say, "Now, Marcus," and she hands you a phone, like a camera phone, and like something fairly basic that she's got hold of, and says, "Marcus,
All right.
I'm not going to be able to get this in. You might. So could you hide this on your person and smuggle it in and get it to me inside the party?
Yeah. All right. No problem.
Can you do that without it going anywhere that I wouldn't like?"
What do you mean by that?
You're not going to up your bum or anything, are you?
Oh, right. No, you're right. Do you want any guns in there as well?
Oh, no. That's okay. That's all good.
I was thinking of bringing my assault rifle, but I'm
Oh,
not sure
don't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
put it.
Don't do that. Just the phone. Just the phone
Maybe
is
just a
good.
small one. You know, I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
An assault rifle for children.
Right.
Price having
Okay.
a great time in the.
I'm driving
His
through the
car.
neon streets of London.
That's great. I love it.
All the billboards are going past. The police
Is Price-
sirens go that way.
Is Price enjoying the new car? Also, is Price driving it in first gear?
It only has forward.
forward or back. There is no stop.
Oh no.
Okay, so the three of you going through the three of you going through the front. Are you going in as a trio, or are you going as like Price and Bear, and then separately Ellie?
I don't really want to turn up to be no mates. Jake.
He just blinded himself. That thing you can see
That's
anymore.
the full beam.
Have you just lost your remaining edge points?
Style right out the window.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's all gone. -1.
Right.
Oh my god, that's bright.
Okay,
Anyway.
so God, what were we saying?
I think Price and Bear would turn up together, right? Presumably they're in the car.
I think, can I turn up with you, please? Because I don't want to be the knobby no mates who comes in all on my own. I'd have an entourage.
But why would you be linked to us if you're what's his name as the agent?
Have a laugh. No.
You know, friends.
Yeah, sure.
I've got friends.
I thought we wanted a bit more deniability that if she got knocked out, we weren't all. Oh, didn't you all arrive together? And isn't it suspicious that you're all
not knocking her out?
Oh, right, okay.
anymore.
Sorry,
Like,
I missed that
are
bit.
we?
Fine.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, turn
Okay,
give them.
fine. Why don't I turn up on my motorbike?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
It does look good.
So, Ellie, you arrive. The sounds of your motorbike engine kind of growling as you pull up out the front of the Daventry, and as you kind of throw the key to one of the waiting porters.
It's Brandon.
Yeah.
Get a new job.
You see, yeah, as Brandon catches the keys and as you wander past, he you spy Price and Bear pull up in this
Bye.
overly garish car. Just
What colour is it, Price?
It's a mixture. It changes.
is it
And the
pearlescent?
light hits it.
Just-
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Wow.
With the spinning hubcaps.
Oh no, the hubcaps stay still. They're balanced.
Oh,
So it doesn't look it's moving. Mm.
ooh, ooh.
It's garish. It's got a tag.
So you make the three of you make your way in, and you can see kind of a number of kind of business people, like people at sort of like corporate events or sort of like public social events, just kind of milling around, and kind of asking around, sort of looking at the signage. You notice that there's no visible indication of where this party art gala thing is happening, but as you're kind of looking around, you notice there's a number of people heading to what appears to be the 38th floor,
Right.
and kind of like you overhear kind of a couple of them talking about the like Mardi Gras and the art gala, so it's a pretty safe bet. And sure enough, are you going in the elevator together, or are you going separately?
I'm going to have flashbacks to the last time we all got in an elevator with the.
We can all be in
Hospital.
the elevator together. We
Yeah,
just won't
let's do
chat
it.
with each other. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. In which case, the three of you, wondering how Marcus is getting on, ascends to the 38th floor. And as you emerge, as the doors boom, open up, the first thing that strikes you is that everything is gold.
Ooh.
And like from what you've seen of other like places within the Daventry so far, it looks like someone has paid for the floors to be painted gold, the walls to be painted gold. There's like gold shimmery drapes and banners hanging down, and there are sort of like Roman-esque pillars kind of rising out, sort of like dotted around, and then on each one of them is a teeny tiny little like vid screen with what appears to be small, like Ellie, you look at it and go, oh yeah, it's art. Just little teeny tiny images with even tinier little like detail cards underneath them, and just a lot of very particular people just kind of stood around with glasses of very expensive wine. It's just, and then you could like from the moments that you're stood in the open elevator door, you can just see loads of these people, clearly the kind of like more influencer types, just sort of like stalking from group to group to group and sort of like just, hi, hey, how are you? Yeah, just gonna do it. I see you later, yeah. And they're just, it's just like a dance, this mechanical dance as they all go around and pretends to like one another. Marcus.
Yo.
What is it you're trying to sneak in?
So I'm not gonna sneak in anything at present.
I mean, like into the building up to the 38th floor, presumably.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Because Ellie had passed you off.
Oh, the
did
fun.
Did we even go through a checkpoint or anything?
Well, so yeah, I'll come back to that in a sec.
Okay, sorry.
So definitely, so Ellie's phone. Ellie's phone. Hold up pistol, silencer, 0 rounds. And maybe an assault rifle. We'll see how.
Is that your entry ticket?
No, okay. Leave the assault rifle. But I'm thinking. Hold
Does
up
Marcus
pistol.
know what catering involves?
It's not catering for the dead or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Marcus,
Yes.
as you try to smuggle this, are you smuggling? Have you got the scanner?
Ooh, yes, you do.
I do have the scanner now.
Yeah, because you have to get the bio being the waiter to get the drink and the thumbprint, don't you?
Okay. In which case, as you have this like collection of items, so the scanner, a hold-up pistol, a
Hold on, is discreet.
Ellie's comlink. As you're kind of busying around, you don't know anyone here, right? This is, you know, not really. Everyone's a temp kind of thing. But someone who looks more self-important than they have any right to be, sort of like approaches you as they sort of like they kind of look you up and down, and you can't wear that, he says, and sort of like just forcibly takes your hat off. And goes to hang it on. Did you not shower, man? Oh.
Listen, that's my nice hat.
The figure kind of the guy, sort of like the head chef, head waiter, you don't know, like turns to looks you up and down, and notices that you've got this kind of satchel of things that you're going to be smuggling in.
No satchel.
Well, okay. No, notices
on my person, yeah.
Okay, so you're being scrutinized. Please roll me an act under pressure.
Ooh. Move, act under pressure. Is this? Do I get a +1 ongoing? I do get a +1 ongoing, right? This is part of my tasks.
Get the phone to Annabelle. So, well, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is not part of the plan, it's the first step. We've gone horribly wrong.
So I actually get 10, which is a full success, right?
That is, yes. If you didn't add cool, your cool is +1, so that is a 10. Okay. So, in which case, this individual, you know that he's sort of like this busybody, like head waiter type deal. So you've kind of seen him coming, and you're able to kind of discreetly slide things out of Eye's view as he's talking to you, just to make sure.
Listen, I haven't had time to change it. I'm gonna get sorted out. Don't worry about it. Listen, have the canapes come in. It's really important that the canapes come in. I've been told to do it. Running a bit late, but if you could have a look out for me, I'll be right back.
And like as you say that, and the head chef's just like, the head waiter's just, what? And as you rush off, and are you grabbing your hat back?
Sure.
As you grab your hat and peer at the scanner that's taped to the inside of the brim,
exactly.
plonk that back on your head. Okay, right. So yeah, you've managed to enter the building with the equipment. The equipment that we've specified. Ellie, Bear, and Price. As you look across this kind of this gilded room, and sort of see all the people around, as you take your first steps out of the elevator, you you're stopped by a number of like burly-looking individuals. There's an orc man and a human woman that just kind of put their hands out to stop you. And I mean, to look at them, they look like event security. They've got the black jackets on. They've got the tie. They've got, you can see the earpieces coming out. The human woman looks like she's got some sort of, like, you can see some cybernetic scars coming up her neck down to her like shoulders. They look like they could throw down if need be. But they, like, wordlessly, they just kind of gesture. They're holding what looks like a wand of sorts, like an electrical wand. They just kind of gesture your hands. You've seen the people in front of you sort of like, ugh, like begrudgingly put their arms out to get scanned, like you would at like an airport. And as they begin scanning up and down. So Price, you
No problem.
and you go through absolutely fine. Bear, like the orc man looks at you funny as you're looking up at him with this bear pelt on.
Bear's trying to look as disgusted and offended that he would be scanned at the door. Don't these people know who he is?
Just growl at them.
Yeah, you and this orc have a bit of a stare off, as he's clearly not appreciating your sass, but then he sort of like he gestures you in. Then the human woman approaches you, Ellie, and as she swipes over your eyes. What is nature of cyber eyes?
It helps me with my reading. I don't really like to wear contacts.
They look to one another. Roll me a.
Could I step in and aid her bluff here as an associate? Excuse me, what are you doing to my assistant? Do you not know who I am? I am Remington Tobias Cromwell II, heir to the Mars fortune, and this is my assistant. I need her eyes to tell me if this artwork is perfectly legitimate or not. Don't be stupid, out of her way.
Calm down, Remington, you know how you get.
Excuse me, I've told you, you can call me Toby.
Price. Price, roll me a helper interfere. Ellie, roll me a fast talk.
Okay.
With +1 or not, depending on.
Or not. Well, I'll just roll it and then we can
That's nothing, aren't you?
figure out. What? Oh no! Is it -1?
Oh.
It's not. You just don't get the +1.
It's fine. That's fine. That is okay.
I'll just step to the side.
It's a 9.
Okay. So. So help or interfere.
You're just gonna advance the clock.
So.
Fast talk is risky.
I will advance the appropriate countdown clock. Price, as you kind of come blustering in and like create a scene, a bit of a queue starts to form as these effectively bouncers, like the orc man turns and sort of like starts like palming you off, like keeping you at arm's reach, and like you can see the muscle like rippling underneath this orc's like jacket sleeve. And in the commotion, Ellie, like the bouncer that stops you has kind of lost her train of thought, and then she just kind of waves you through, clearly happy with whatever excuse you've just made, because she's now focused on Price. And Price, at your own expense, as you kick up a stink, the action clock will advance.
That's fine.
However, it advances because from across the room you hear, "Oh, just let me! What you doing?" "Oh, hi, hello. Do I know you?" And as you turn to look, you see Mardi Gras stumble into the room, into line of sight, and looking around, it seems like she has already been hitting it hard. So not only is it immediately advances to 6 o'clock.
Ooh.
Mardi Gras is noticeably louder and more drunk. And as you enter, like, she looks to you and she looks at you, Price, and you look really fun. Shots for everyone! She shouts, "Woo!" And she just kind of stumbles over and like bounces into one of the pillars, like with one of the like NFT displays, and she, "Who put that there?" She says she staggers around on these high heels that are far too high for her in the state that she's in.
Oh my god.
And as the three of you, like, no one's really, like, you hear a few people go, "Oh, free drinks, oh," but no one's really kind of following up because she doesn't look great.
Okay. I need to get my selfie now.
And as she bounces over, you notice through the crowd there's one figure that is watching her like a hawk.
There she is.
And it's
Who's this?
a very, very tall and intimidating, like, mountain of a man. His brown hair kind of combed back, his eyes hidden behind solid shades. He's got his arms kind of crossed in front of him at his waist, and you can see that the fingers of his, like, both of his hands are cybernetic, and from the looks of it, it looks like his whole arm, like all of his arms are. But you can see his right hand just kind of systematically, like, squeezing, almost as if it's it just seems to be squeezing on and off very, very methodically. You can see like all sorts of cybernetics kind of raining down from his head, like head down across his body. Underneath this immaculate white suit with a black shirt and tie combo, like white suit, white trousers, shiny white shoes, and this man just appears to be watching Mardi Gras stoically, like watches as she ping-pongs or like pinballs her way across the room, bouncing off guests and woo, like spilling her drink everywhere.
Who in the Arnold Schwarzenegger is this?
Don't know. You didn't make it past the metal scanner, did you?
So, that is. Otherwise, you haven't seen Annabelle.
Right.
So, what do you do?
I need to find Marcus, and I'm going to say to Price and Bear, if you can be ready to distract whoever the heck that is, and I signal subtly towards the man in white. I'm gonna get my picture and start looking for Annabelle.
So I think Bear will follow up on what Kat said by trying to move subtly closer to this chap. He's going to sort of try and insinuate his way into the groups of onlookers around each of the artistic pieces, and just sort of say like, yes, this really captures society's sense of collective apathy, or something that he's picked up from the auction house, and then they'll go, yes, and then move on to the next group.
You're missing the perfect Danny DeVito. Derivative.
Yeah, basically that. I'm just like gradually hopping groups to get closer to this guy.
Love it.
More than one group after you depart, like, turn to regard this teeny tiny NFT with new eyes as they're, oh, he's right. Oh, what? And like, you just see one person drop like millions on one of the art pieces, just like with a swipe of a cred stick kind of thing, like gold or platinum cred stick. Like these guys and girls are bougie flyers. Okay, so yeah, Bear, you kind of hop from group to group to group, and like how close are you getting to this slab?
Not so close that I'm sort of in the open or attracting his attention, but I just want to be close enough to intervene if I need to.
Sure.
But when I get to a group that's close enough, I'll just stay with them for a while and just engage them in some discussion about the piece we're looking at.
Okay. I mean, from this kind of distance, are you just keeping an eye on him, or are you trying to get like a read on him?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be sort of watching him because I'm probably have to focus quite hard on the art conversation, but I'll certainly be scanning him out of the corner of my eye and trying to get a.
Okay. Tell you what, then roll me and assess. You closely study a person, or quickly size up an opponent or charged situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gain 3 hold, and in the ensuing action, you can spend 1 hold to ask me any of the questions from the list.
Gosh, Bear's never had so many tokens in his life. So this guy isn't like blocking any important doors or anything. He's just watching Mardi Gras.
Correct. Yes. So,
Okay.
I mean, at the moment he's just kind of stood stoically and like his head's turned slightly to look towards Mardi Gras. Every so often, there's an ever so slight change, like shift in the head to look around the room. Let's say, yeah, if you want to ask one of those questions.
Yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts, guys? I feel like most of them could be interesting. But...
In essence, you kind of want to get a sense of what is his kind of demeanor, his intent. Does he look like he's private security for Mardi? Does he look like someone who might be planning her harm? Like, because we do know there might be interested parties here who are kind of.
So what do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
Could be that.
I was thinking with all these cyber stuff, he could be like our target could be using him to observe the room.
Yeah. I mean, if I interpreted who or what is in control here to mean who's controlling him, like who is he working for?
Is he working
to protect Mardi Gras, or is he there to?
Sure.
Yeah.
He's definitely there to protect Mardi Gras, but it's just.
Well, is he? That would be a good question, I think.
So who or what is in control here?
Yeah. So who's he? Who do I think what his agenda is? I guess.
Okay. So who or what is in control here? Bear, you kind of assess this guy close enough to realize that it's fundamentally clear he's not here for the art. Like, he is different to everyone else here. Given the state that Mardi Gras is in, if he did kind of mean her harm, there would, and the amount of sort of like mods that this guy's got going on him, there would be like people would be hard pressed to stop him from doing something like violent or aggressive, which leads you to believe that he must be some sort of handler or watcher. He's just like a bodyguard that she seems oblivious to him as well, which kind of gives you the idea that perhaps he's been charged with like looking after her, because you notice him, he sort of like subtly looks at people as they approach her, and then he loses interest as they kind of wander off. So it seems like, yeah, he is some sort of inherent bodyguard to her, but potentially she's not the one who hired him.
Okay. Great. So in his head, Bear's thinking he's got a potential distraction lined up there then. And then I've got 2 more questions, is that?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I guess what do I notice despite an effort to conceal it? That could be useful.
What do you notice despite an effort to conceal it? You notice him, like as he watches a group of revelers kind of approach Mardi Gras, and she just turns around and they start talking. You hear her just, "Oh my god,
He's amazing. Ah!
You see him very discreetly, as discreetly as he can, like seemingly whisper something into his wrist for a moment, and then his head turns to a corner of the room. And as you follow his gaze, in the corner, opposite corner, sat in a slightly kind of secluded private booth, is Annabelle Clay.
Ah,
Interesting. Okay.
good work, Bear.
And then my last question will be, how can I avoid trouble or hide here? Is there somewhere I can... Is there like a blind spot in the room where I can step out of sight, or it all goes pear-shaped?
Okay. Best way to... how can I avoid trouble or hide here? You recognise, as Marcus wanders out onto the main floor, the only people not really being watched are the staff.
Okay. And they're wearing a particular uniform, are they?
You see... You see Marcus with his cowboy hat. Marcus, what is it? What do you imagine the dress code to be?
So I think Marcus would be wearing like a suit. So black suit with a what's the word? A
Tie? Waistcoat?
shirt.
Okay, yes.
What's the word? The word is shirt. So he's well dressed, but he does have the iconic cowboy hat on.
Okay.
For some reason, it just can't come off.
Sure. So Bear, yeah,
And
it seems...
got a little plate with canapes on it.
So you know that Marcus has made it in, and no one's really watching the staff going in and out of presumably the kitchen area, or like the access, whatever way Marcus made it in. That doesn't seem to be getting watched. It doesn't seem to have any security on it either.
Okay. So I think he's going to disengage from the group that he's currently with. He'll say something like, "Wouldn't buy that if I were you. I've seen the original's much better." And then saunter off snootily towards Marcus, pretend to be grabbing a canapé, and he'll let him know that where Annabelle Clark is, and then he'll carry on.
Okay. In which case, before Marcus, as Bear tells you this, Ellie, what are you doing?
I'm also making a beeline for Marcus.
Okay.
So maybe I'll sort of be hanging out close by when Bear imparts that information, so I know it as well. Hopefully, then I'm going to swoop.
Salmon?
I'm going to swoop in. I'm going to be like, "Have you got any of that substitute caviar stuff?"
Oh, we do, madam. Right here. And Marcus will slide the phone into.
And the
his cat's
skimmer,
hand.
or just the phone?
Both.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And off she goes.
Okay. Off she goes to...
I guess towards the corner with Annabelle. Oh no, back towards Mardi. Towards Mardi.
Okay, yeah. So Mardi Gras has now left the group that she was talking to, and is just kind of stood in a corner, sort like on her own, quote unquote, as in like everyone's giving her a bit of a wide berth because she's just woo. She's dancing to herself, and like stumbling on her heels, like her ankles are gonna. They're gonna hurt.
My plan is that I'm gonna scan the room to see if I can see either Bear or Price, and sort of hope that they're about to make the distraction of the white-suited man. And when I'm pretty confident he's not looking, I'm gonna go up to Mardi and basically be all like, "Oh, babe, you stood up for me. I can't believe it." Like, act a little bit drunk myself and be all like, "I think you're my best friend." And just like try and take advantage of her current state, basically.
In which case, as you turn to look to find Price or Bear, you hear, "Oh my God, it's you, babe!"
Oh,
And
babe!
you turn to see Mardi Gras stumbling over to you. I can't believe you made it!
Oh, babe! I wouldn't have missed it for the world!
And she saunters right past you
Oh, man.
into the arms of the man stood behind you. And she, "Oh, Percival, it's so good to see you," she says. And as she releases him and you kind of like up close, she really does have like gold feel, like her skin is gold. Like it's what's happening here. As she releases the man she's just hugged, the man in this sort of like long, like furred, grey quartered coat. Like everything that you see him is grey.
Oh.
And the figure looks to you through rose-tinted glasses, and you recognise Percival is Mary.
No!
Oh!
Stop it!
Disgusting! Dan, for people watching this, can you give us a recap of who Meridius is? I don't think we've mentioned him in a long while.
Yes, so Meridius, of course, being the leader of the Underground, the head of the terrorist network of Shadowrunners that operate within London, who oh so callously bombed Westminster approximately 9 months ago.
All got
Kinda like
praised
meaning-
for it.
Did he, though?
Well, we don't know.
That was the
And
official
also-
story.
Also, your former boss.
Yeah, there's that.
That's why it's awkward.
That's why it's kind of awkward, yeah. He's not been in touch in a while. He
No,
never
he
got our
ghosted us.
P60s.
He double-crossed us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
he left us in the lurch a bit, didn't he?
Bit high and dry, yeah.
He did.
So the last thing the last time you kind of saw him was in the aftermath of the Westminster bombings that set you on the path that you're now on, yes, you had to escape from Blue Tree Max Sec as they stormed the hub, which used to be the Underground's base of operations.
Yeah.
And he and his team, of which Ingenia counts herself as one of the number, who you've reached out to before, went to ground. And this is the first time you've seen him in person. Since that day.
Marcus nearly shot him. Like
Just now?
You know what? Yeah. Imagine, you know how waiters have like a napkin draped? I just imagine Marcus just pointing a gun at him the whole time.
Wow.
Curse these gel rounds!
I'm trying to change the mag and... Oh, God.
Meridius turns to regard you for a moment, like tilts his head, and then in almost like a finger click, turns and, "Oh, darling, of course I'd come here. You know, I would tear the world in two to be here," he says. "How
Right.
are you? Is this your friend? Sorry, I don't believe." As he kind of swooshes his hair back, "I don't believe we've met."
Is that to me? Because I am totally stepping forward and being like, Percival, babe, you're here too? Oh my gosh, I've just met Mardi, but I feel like we're soulmates. Isn't that right, Mardi? She got me in tonight. Such a babe.
Mardi kind of looks confused for a moment. And, "Of course I did, babe. Of course I got you in. Everyone here's my friend," she says, and I just like walks past and she grabs another drink and it's free, you know, because I paid for it. And like she puts an arm around you, and as she sort of like looks at the glass, like the champagne flute she just picked up, and she looks really confused and just like drops it on the ground and it smashes behind her, and she flings an arm around Mary's shoulders and it looks like you two do know each other. Did you? Percival here is one of the artists. He's done that. I love what you're wearing here, Percival. I love it's so and like to look at the two of them, like Mary is wearing like nothing but kind of grey. She's in this like sheet, like this leathery, shiny, like white halter boob top type thing with like neon yellow and hot like bubblegum pink, and Mary is not regarding her in any way. He's just looking at you, and well, yes, I mean that's been the whole meaning behind the most recent art piece, darling. Working with shades of grey. So sorry. How is it you know? How is it you know Mardi here?
I'm actually an assistant to a couple of the art enthusiasts at the party. So which piece is yours again?
Oh, well, you know, some of them, he says, as he turns around, and you see him like immediately clock Marcus, Price there. And the three of you, as you like, there's enough of a commotion from Mardi Gras that as you turn to look, you can see Mary stood next to Cat, like Witch's Cat, looking like a member of the Neo-London Beatles, like the Beatles revival act. And he sort of like turns to Mardi Gras and well, he turns to you, and if you have any interest on some of the pieces or you wish to know some more, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask.
Yeah, it's funny. I tried reaching out the other week, actually, on behalf of my patrons, but been having a bit of trouble getting through to your people, Percival.
My apologies.
A lot of business tonight, eh?
Absolutely.
Got some business tonight?
Well, if nothing else, I'm just here to make sure that everything goes according to plan.
What plan is that?
Well, we'll see, he says. And he looks to Mardi again, and he like immediately the happy, like the smiley face comes on. You look absolutely stunning tonight, darling, and I will make sure I will spend a lot more time with you later, but I just need to say hello to a few more people. It was lovely to meet you, he says, gesturing to you, Ellie, and good luck with tonight, he says. And he excuses himself and steps away.
Right. I need this selfie.
Yeah.
I need to get the selfie down.
Oh, those of you on who's on distraction duty?
I think it's me and Price, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what our plan is yet.
Just make him look in a different direction. Just make him look in a different direction for a minute.
Oh, right.
You can see this handler, this white slab of a man, like he's beginning to move towards Ellie, Mardi Gras, and Meridius. Like slowly kind of edging towards seemingly with intent. What do you do?
There's a lot of alcohol around here, isn't there? Alcohol's flammable. I've got a fire elemental in my pocket and I'm not afraid to use it. That'll get his distraction, won't it?
Not to be that distracting.
No, it's sort of like those shot things, just an accident with one of them or something, you know, where someone sets their face on fire or something. We've not seen that.
Right, so you're summoning your fire elemental to ignite some flammable alcohol to scorch someone's eyebrows off.
It can perform a feat of elemental mastery or dominance. So setting a group's table of shots on fire, causing enough distraction, you know, like as if someone's putting one of those big things with shots down and one catches, it can be like an ember of someone's cigarette. That'll distract them.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a table of I mean, they look like snobby investment bankers.
Yeah, let's burn their ties.
And they've all got like you can see the shots, and the shots have got like the little almost invisible blue flames on the top where clearly they've been ignited. And yeah, like the tray of like 12 of those shots go down, and they all leave for to go grab the drinks. And you're gonna woomph
it.
Okay, so you use one of your hold to get the elemental to.
What a waste of that elemental's
And there's a couple of screams of panic as the flames kind of go up, and there's one of them in particular seems to have like very gelled hair, which like kind of ignites a bit, and there's like there's a big commotion, and his friends start like slapping him on the head to try and put his hair out. They eventually do, but he's just like and he's a big red splodge on his forehead, and they're all howling like hyenas.
Thank you.
But sure enough, in that moment, that makes the White Mountain Man look over.
Helmut.
Jaws. Let's just call him Jaws.
Jaws. Okay, we'll dub him
Jaws.
Jaws. So enough of a commotion, and long enough that Jaws looks over to see what's happening.
As soon as that happens, put the glasses on, and I get the phone out, and I go, babe, check out my glasses. I need a photo, babe. It's our night, babe.
She looks at you and, oh my god, and like at this moment, because you have to like put the glasses on, get the phone, you have to do it all in one fell swoop. Please roll me an act under pressure.
Under pressure, and I have to do it on my own.
Your thumb's going to be over the lens.
Yeah, probably. Let's see, shall we?
Viridius could age you.
Can't, and I flubbed it. So I'm... Oh, no. So you're going to make a move against me, and I'm guessing it's going to be that it takes a bit longer than I'm sort of, it's too much stuff to handle, and so maybe, like, I sort of don't manage to get the camera the right angle straight away, and it takes a bit longer than I meant for it to, or something.
Mission clock.
It may be.
Happens is you're trying to sort of like, because the thing won't focus quickly enough, and like as you go to press the button, this large chrome hand like clamps over the phone. It clamps over the comlink, and you turn to see Jaws like towering over you. As
that was quick. Did he teleport?
Well, just where you're like, oh, put the glass on, oh, get the phone out. But yeah, he manages to reach you and takes the comlink away from you, and sort of like looks to see, like, opens up the gallery to see if any photos were taken. He then scowls at you through these. Well, you can see his brow furrow as a like, you presume he's scowling at you, and without saying a word, he then just sort of like puts a hand out and begins moving it towards you, almost as if he's warding you away.
Okay, I guess
Mardi Gras.
Dan?
Yes.
As Marcus sees this, can he take a photo with his eyes?
Oh.
Zoom in. I got magnifying, I think, and recording. Is that right?
Okay.
What of Cat and Mardi Gras
Mardi.
together?
Both looking a bit.
Yeah.
Not looking our best.
Cat looking terrified of this mountain man.
As I see Jaws moving in. Magnification and recording. That should do it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Won't be the cleanest selfie, but it might be something.
I'm gonna need an
act under pressure
from you as well. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cheers, Marcus. Yeah.
Okay. So, Marcus, you see this happening, and then you're like, what? And you, in that moment, it takes you a moment to go, why is Ellie taking a selfie with the pop star? But in the time it takes you to go, it's probably for a reason, and then you sort of like turn on the eyes and zoom in. You manage to get a shot, however, it's partly obscured by Jaws. So
edit that out.
You've got it. You've got the photo. It's not great quality because you had to zoom in. There's like heads in the way and like a big slab of white, like a white arm, just a white skin arm, covering up the right third of the photo. But you've got a photo of, and as you take it, you kind of and you assume your eyes have glitched out because Ellie doesn't have a face when you are able to kind of check to see what's happened. But you can see Mardi Gras. Like sticking her tongue out. Ellie no face, just big arm. Yeah, you got a photo.
Okay.
Okay, very very good.
Nice, thank you.
So, Bear and Price.
Yeah.
What is it or Marcus? What is it you're doing now?
We need to do the primary objective here, which is be in a second.
Yes. Let's actually do the mission.
Yes.
Yeah, Marcus needs to go find the phone.
Yes. So yeah, because you watch as Jaws just kind of bodies Ellie away from Mardi Gras, and you hear Mardi Gras like she has a bit of a temper tantrum. Oh, you're spoiling all my fun, she says, and she sort of like huffs and then sort of like slumps a bit, looks a bit sleepy, and then kind of wakes herself up and sort of like trounces off to get more. Like she disappears, and the next time you see her, she's just got a large crystallized bottle of something that she's just procured from somewhere. Like this woman's not doing well. Like she's not in a great state.
That agent is doing a bad job of managing her. Her manager or whatever.
Currently, yes. Yeah, it seems like because people are kind of looking over at Mardi Gras, but like this Jaws seems to be kind of more actively kind of keeping people away from her as best he can now. Yeah, what's the plan?
So Marcus will head out of the main room and try and see where the phones are stored. So I'm going to use one of my hold just to understand where the layout might be and where I might find those items.
Sure. So you know, with your hold, so you know the kind of the layout of the building. So like this is like the conference-y area, like where they hold the events. But you know that there are sort of like hotel rooms and whatnot across the sky bridge, in the next building. And whereabouts in the room are you situated when you kind of figure this out? Like, are you near Annabelle or not?
No way.
In which case, yeah, as you like, so you know that clearly people stay on the other side of the other building and then they walk across the sky bridges to here. And sort of like as you're kind of figuring out where the sky bridges are, and there is a sky bridge on this level, you notice that Annabelle Clay hasn't been tapping on a comlink at all while she's been here. But everything you know about her, like that thing's normally glued to her hand as she's running the Mardi Gras empire. But she looks quite kind of tense and like aggrieved, which isn't surprising given the state that Mardi Gras is currently in. But yeah, you kind of get the feeling that maybe she doesn't have the comlink on her.
I think you said they weren't allowed to bring them in. Is that right?
Well, that's yes. But if you imagine if anyone's going to break that rule, it might be her. But yes, it definitely doesn't seem like it's here. You would kind of get the suspicion that it might well be in potentially her room on the other side of the building, on the other tower.
All right, I'll tell you what. Marcus will just try and tell Kat. Probably text her actually, because he can text. I think he has his phone. Maybe he has not.
I don't think Kat's not got a phone anymore.
Oh, right.
No, you can text Jaws.
We'll tell Kat or that he's gonna go find the phone in the hotel room that she can come with. Tell Price and Bear to put up a distraction and they'll be back.
Okay.
Or take care of Annabelle. Start putting in place something.
Yeah. We need the phone. We need something to get her fingerprints. Well, I could probably do that. Later. Don't worry. You go ahead.
Get to Bear and Price maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So sorry, what is it you're doing? Sorry.
Marcus?
Yes.
Marcus is heading out and going to the hotel room to figure out where her phone is.
Cool. So in which case, as you head across the room to the exit to the sky bridge, it's not very far from the conference room like the event hall room that you're in before you reach sort of the towers are relatively kind of oblong. Well, what's a squished cylinder called?
Oval.
Oval.
Lozenge.
Thank you. So yeah, there's like the building is kind of oval shaped, and it doesn't take long for you to kind of walk around the corridor to get to the sky bridge. And sure enough, whilst the floor that you're currently walking on is like a white creamish marble, there's like a metal strip, and then it's just glass. And at this time of night, you can see the neon kind of reflecting off the glass surfaces. But to look down and to take that first step, it looks like you're just kind of stepping off 38 floors of drop. And
Not fun.
it's that real kind of take a deep breath because your stomach feels like it's going to lurch from the drop. But as you place your first foot, and there's that, there's a safe sounding boom as your foot hits the glass floor, and then you begin to make your way across the bridge, and sort of looking left and right, 38 floors up. I mean, for what it's worth, near London can look quite pretty.
Yep.
But sure enough, you make it to the other end of the other tower where the accommodations are. How do you know where she was staying?
Nope, that's why I need cat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Can I use my intel to figure out what room she's in?
Yes. So if you want to produce knowledge,
Yes, please.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that, or
if you reveal knowledge.
Just reveal
I think you
knowledge?
just get it, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I just did it twice. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like to use my intel to reveal where Annabelle's room is.
Okay.
Nice.
So, Marcus gets her Annabelle's room number, and as you approach it, it's on this floor as well. It's one of the rooms relatively close to the sky bridge, presumably because Annabelle can't stand to be that far from her comlink. But sure enough, whilst the corridors are mostly deserted, the door is locked.
Oh.
Because it's like
Yeah, we didn't get that far.
a hotel room door kind of thing.
Got a credit card?
What can we use? Don't have
Have
a
you got
card.
a piece of gear that you have on you?
I could produce gear.
Use
Don't
gear.
Use it.
All right, we're
Use the
producing
gear.
gear.
Okay.
I brought an auto lock picker. Jam it in.
Okay. So as you
Hotel skeleton key.
Yes.
basically, okay, so as you slide in this key and sort of like press the button, and you see the, like on the display, like all the different combinations of like lock numbers, and like you see the number kind of getting higher and higher as it tries like 2-digit, 3-digit, 4-digit, 5-digit code, and then it gets to like 7 digits before it like goes green, and you hear a clunk on the door, and you're able to turn the handle down and open it.
Cool. It's got me here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Find the phone.
Okay.
Right.
If you're giving me a quick look around, please roll me an assess.
Shall I help you, or do you want to help me? Who's better at assessing? What's an assess roll based on?
I'll help you. I'll do this.
Edge. So I've got +1 to edge.
Now you got synthesize. It's synth.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
How it works?
Yeah.
I got a synth eye. I thought I just had a thing that let me link to my gun.
Yeah, it's just the neural interface. So Marcus, you've got the synth eyes, so you can do synth.
Oh, right.
assess.
Okay.
So you do it and I'll help you. So this is my links with Marcus. Is that what I add?
Correct. So +2 for you.
Hey, right. You have a neural interface for targeting suite. Hey.
Okay. So
Oh, and I got a crit assess.
okay, so 13. So in the ensuing action, you gain 3 hold, which you can use to ask questions about this room.
Yes. What is hidden? Where's the phone?
You find a like you see a personal safety lockbox.
Okay.
And like looking around, everything is kind of out, but you suspect that is where it is.
Okay.
Okay. Can we open that?
How is the lockbox vulnerable to me?
Like, I use my auto lockpicker to.
You can indeed. So that's your second hold. Yeah, with Cat's help, you managed to kind of find, program in the make of this personal lockbox and you, in such a way that it's not going to identify that it's been broken into, and you're able to. And then you hear a clonk from the safe as it swing it open. And then
Maybe we want to save a hold for later when we try and put it back.
Yeah, probably. We want to lure this lady here. Will that help? Then we have to lock her out.
No, take it back to the room to get access, and then go put it back in the hotel room.
Get back. Okay,
we head back.
Okay. So, presumably leaving the safe open, close the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So you have Annabelle Clay's comlink.
Yes.
So as you're rushing back, Bear specifically, what is it you're doing? So, Mardi Gras is flouting about. This Jaws is being very bodyguardy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What's it you're doing right now?
So we need to get Annabelle's fingerprints, is that right?
Yes, you need to swoon her.
And Price, remind me, the little trinket you've given me, that can make any object?
It's a piece of gear, so whatever you need relevant to your situation, you can turn it into it.
Okay, great. So what I'd like then, Dan, is a pair of long artistic gloves, such as a fancy person might wear at a party like this. Ideally, I want them to... Yeah, those sorts of gloves. Ideally, I'd like them to have... to be kind of soft enough that when someone shakes my hand, they leave an impression.
Okay. Memory foam gloves? Yes?
Yes, memory foam gloves, effectively. Is that doable, do you think?
So fundamentally, you're trying to get her prints on a handshake.
Yes, basically.
So you could, there'd be something where you could, like the texture of it is such that, it could leave a print.
Well, as a gentleman, you don't have to shake her hand. You could gently kiss her hand, and she puts her hand on you.
I'm careful not to let anyone else touch my
inky
gloves.
glove. You don't want to mind the trace.
I could dip it in wine or something, couldn't I? Before
it's fine. It's fine. I command all the elements of magic at my command, and so far I've done a bar trick with lighting some lights and made a pair of gloves. I mean, fine.
You're also about to make us invisible. It's all right. It's all going to be worth it.
Yeah, these gloves will appear out of nowhere. Bear will put them on, and then he'll saunter up to her imperiously and introduce himself.
Sure. So she's currently in this kind of private booth, and you can see effectively she's in a corner just watching everything around. You can see that she's watching Mardi Gras primarily, but every so often her head turns to see people who are buying the art that's kind of on rotation on these pillars. But as you approach and sort of pipe up, hello.
Hello there. I see that you two are. You have a fine eye for the arts, not like these Philistines behind me. I'm Bear. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm here. Goes to shake hands.
She actively purses her lips and sort of gives you has a bad smell look on her face. In this moment, because you hold your hand out and she does not, please roll me a fast talk.
Yeah. I won't use strike points.
No.
Come on, Bear.
You get a +1 ongoing because this is part of the plan, right?
Oh yeah, you do.
Is it part of the plan? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Quickly check the plan.
Then what does the plan say? Bear murders her with an axe.
Move Annabelle to another room and...
Ooh, yeah, that's true. We did say that, didn't we?
Yeah, we need to start writing this down. Can you have it on a board behind you, Dan, next?
Okay. We'll assume there's no +1 because we haven't tried to move her.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. Okay. Give it a go.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's better than I thought it might be.
NPCs will do it, but someone will find out.
Not more action clock,
The
no!
MC will advance the appropriate countdown clock.
Fast talk is dangerous in this game.
It really is.
So, the action clock.
Even if you partially succeed, your action clock goes up.
The action clock goes up to 10 o'clock.
Oh no.
And
If we talk too much, a SWAT team's going to arrive and kill us all.
well, okay. So the action clock goes up to 10, and as you like, Annabelle is looking at you, and there's almost like a slight sneer, like a snooty sneer on her face as you hold your hand out. And there's like, as Annabelle's focus is on you, there's a loud crash.
Ooh.
And you turn to see that Mardi Gras, her high heel, her like stiletto has snapped, and she's just hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. And you hear the crowd like, "Oh!" as she utterly wipes out. And Bear, from where you're stood, it's a good thing that no one's got camera phones, because like her on the floor, spread eagle like she is, like, and that short skirt, like she's not being very discreet right now. Like it's, and like you see Jaws like immediately kind of swoop over, pick her up, and she's like, I'm fine, and sort of like hobbit, but she's walking funny because now she's only got one heel. Yeah.
You know what it is? When the action clock gets to midnight, Mardi Gras fucking dies or something. And the party's over. That's what it is.
And you see Jaws lead Mardi Gras to like a private cubicle. You see Jaws head over with Mardi Gras to the cubicle that you are with Annabelle. And he just like relatively roughly shoves Mardi Gras into the booth next to Annabelle. And sort of like in the commotion, Annabelle's like, oh, and then just shaking your hand while she's distracted watching. And as you like pull your hand away, you know that you've got her prints on the underside of your hand. But yeah, you see like Annabelle is visibly angry and like frustrated and like tired of this shit. But as Mardi Gras plonked down, and she looks up and, I banged my knee, and like leans across to grab one of the drinks that's on the table, and you see Annabelle just gently move the drink away.
We've all done that in a club.
Yeah. And like Annabelle's like face of contempt just turns to, oh, are you all right, my dear? Are you going? Oh, there you go. If you had a bit of a, Petrov, could you get the heel? We'll get that fixed up. Oh, don't you worry. No one saw.
Please, let me. I'd love to help if I can, and I'm going to examine Mardi Gras' knee and see if there's any way I can heal it.
Sure.
Don't touch it with the glove.
I mean, it's
not with the glove.
Keep the glove safe.
Yeah.
So you're able to kind of lean down, and as you kind of look at the knee, it's grazed at best. Like it's a smooth floor. It's just she's landed on it, and she's probably hit a funny bone. I mean, she's fine, but when you're drunk and potentially high, and like every injury is life-threatening.
Yeah. I guess I'm trying to ingratiate myself with Annabelle as much as possible, so if I can be seen to be helping her, that's what I'm aiming for.
Sure. We'll tell you what, roll me a cast a spell.
Oh no!
I just blow her leg off.
Cut scene to the 38th floor of the building. Just
Oh no!
Nakatomi Plaza.
So she slaps, like Annabelle slaps your hand away, as you go to
No
move,
touchy.
and she still seems quite distracted. So there was almost like a note of like irritation. She's not really paying you much mind. However, in the room, someone notices.
Oh,
No!
I'm sorry. I'm going to stop helping.
Stop! Guys, we can't fail any more rolls or it's all over.
Okay.
But it's not who you might think it is.
Oh, it's Merry! Merry noticed.
Has he got his own clock? Is there a Merry
Got his
clock?
own clock.
God damn it!
Oh my word. What's his
Very
little clock?
He's watching us. Oh.
Okay.
Right.
So, Annabelle slaps her hand away, and as you kind of take a step back, you still have her fingerprint on the underside of your palm.
Yeah, I guess I'm just waiting for Marcus and Cat to reappear.
Sure.
But I'll be hanging around, so I'm close to them.
Sure. Price?
If I could find the heel on the floor, I would like to go and offer assistance to repair her shoe and use that as a big form of distraction, like a piece of theatre, a magic trick to repair her shoe as the distraction when the other two arrive to get close to Thingy Bob. So that'll be
Yeah, nice.
distraction.
In which case, in the time it takes you to find the heel, because it's been kicked around by a couple of
on the floor,
hunters, and you're trying to catch it. But you managed to grab the heel just in time to see Marcus and Ellie arrive back in the main hall. As you all kind of link eyes, and Marcus, Ellie, you can see that Mardi Gras is kind of in this booth with Annabelle, and Mardi Gras head is starting to loll, where clearly she's flagging for a bit, just kind of dipping in and out, potentially of consciousness. But Price, you have this heal, so you're going to use that as a distraction, yeah?
Yes, but give create a bit of theatre out of it to give everyone time to do what they need to around it. So hopefully, the better success I get from that.
So whilst this is happening, Marcus and Ellie, what is it you're doing?
So I'm going to try and figure out if we've got the fingerprint. I noticed that Price has started his act, so I'm going to sidle up to Bear and ask, has he got it?
Are you invisible?
Not yet.
Um,
Be. Would you think we should be straight away?
I'm gonna stay back because I think you should be invisible.
I'm invisible and I scare the shit out of Bear by whispering direct into his ear, have you got the print?
So Bear will just silently, very carefully slip the glove off with the print and just hold it behind his back.
Okay, so by the way, is my gear that I'm holding also invisible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all good. So I'm going to take the glove, I'm going to get the print.
Okay. And it translates as a thumbprint on the on the scanner.
Got it.
But I guess I'll put the glove back on so it doesn't look weird.
And the plan is I'm going to try and with the phone. Presumably I've got the phone now.
It's unlocked.
Right. Oh, is it? Like I need to be close to Annabelle, so I want to sneak into the booth invisibly. Do my little unlock it with my skimmer, and then and it should be close enough to Annabelle. I can then do the little bit of.
In which case, because you have to get quite close to the booth. The booth that now contains a passing out Mardi Gras Annabelle and Jaws, who's loitering, and you realise the range of it is like arm's reach. So you have to be within arm's reach of Annabelle.
I'm right up behind her. I'm just basically hunkered down right behind her, invisible.
Okay. Roll me another act under pressure.
Can I argue for a +1 because this is very much the plan?
This is very much the plan.
Anything with the distraction going on that helps?
Sorry. Before you do that, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Roll me a cast a spell, Bryce.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you can probably see Cat.
Can't I just do that as my manipulation spell? Because that's transmuting an object.
Oh, are you using your predetermined? Okay.
Well, I could use my piece of predetermined gear to make it into the shoe to repair it. Or if you think I need it more flamboyance, I could roll a manipulation and just do it from scratch.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Given that you've got the manipulation spell kind of pre-cast on your trinket, instead.
I think would that be too quick a thing to act as a distraction?
Is it a help or interfere?
I'm thinking it would be help or interfere.
That is the point.
That is the point. That is the point, absolutely. Okay, right. The magic is cast, so now it's just a case of can you keep the audience preoccupied enough?
Is it fast talk?
Well, so roll me a help or interfere.
Okay. With any pluses or anything? Is that part of my plan?
This is part of the plan.
Links with your links to me and plus
we
one.
don't have any
It's part of the plan.
It is.
Do we not?
Part of the
Oh
plan.
shoot! Okay, have you got
pretty
zero?
sure it's part of the plan
XP instead.
You are team distraction, so you'll get +1 to this.
Yay!
Ooh, a 9 up to. Oh, that is so. It's the 9. Okay, Ellie.
Right.
Your act under pressure as you you've got the comm link, you've got the scanner thumb, and you're basically you manage to sidle up close enough invisibly to Annabelle that you manage to you hear it as the thing unlocks, and the home page, if you will, the home screen, is just this really ratty looking dog.
Okay.
A really unimpressive looking dog. To the point, the sort of pet where you kind of go, one of those.
It's a really shit dog.
But it's clear that it's in a basket, surrounded by pillows. It's just like a poodle, but all of its hair's been shaved off except for a tuft, like a bubble tuft on top of its head.
Oh, no.
It's the only thing Annabelle truly loves.
Yes. And as you please roll me an act under pressure as you have to quietly and efficiently get this thing installed without quick enough that she doesn't notice.
+1 forward for me.
So, +1 for the help.
Yeah.
+1 for the being part of the plan.
Yes.
Thank you.
No pressure on it.
Wait, you do it, no problem.
Okay.
This is what I do. I'm a hacker, whatever. It's cool.
In which case, you kind of slide in this, what is effectively a futuristic version of a USB stick. And as you press the button, you can see a small little progress bar. And on the comm link, you see application installing, like a spinning circle. And as you watch it slowly filling up. And you're kind of looking over at Price, who's just Price, what does this distraction look like?
Look at the shoe, and I have another shoe, and I'm just making more shoes. And then I'm supposed to get into one shoe.
Mardi Gras woken up, and she's like, "This is amazing! Yeah!"
Which cup is the shoe under?
Okay.
This is what I've been diminished to.
And
oh my
God. So, Kat, as you're kind of watching this bar go up, and you're watching kind of Price successfully keeping the attention of the audience, you for a moment glance past Price, and you see Meridius in his diamond grey coat, and he's watching Price, and then you just notice him kind of frown for a moment. And then he turns to look to Annabelle's booth where you are, and Bear is still, presumably. Bear, you're loitering.
Yeah, I'm just standing by it, yeah.
And you see a few moments of confusion on Meridius's face, and then his eyebrows lift, and then there's ever so slight smirk starts to cross his face, and you see him sort of like look around, and he puts down the flute of whatever drink he was drinking, and he rolls his shoulders, and you see him turn and leave.
Flip him the bird as he goes.
So, when you look, you look at the bird, and as you look back down, you 100% installed.
Nice.
And
Let's
then
go.
The installation screen, like the phone glitches, the comlink glitches for a second, and then you pull the thing out and lock the phone. And you're able to put it. Well, you're not able to put it back. You definitely don't want to put it in her pocket.
I'm gonna rejoin Marcus. I'm gonna do my best to do it unobtrusively and get back to her room to put it back.
In which case, Marcus and Ellie, as you kind of rush back over to the other tower across the sky bridge, presumably you're just going to pop the phone back in the...
Yeah, I think we're doing it nice and clean, quick and easy.
Okay.
Do we want to steal some shit?
No.
You can steal some
Don't-
shit
no,
if you
don't
like.
leave any
but
evidence
we're
that
not
you've
meant.
been
We're not
there.
meant to leave a mark. No.
So clean the
Steal her
place up.
ratty dog.
Yeah, no.
Is the ratty dog in the room? She brought it with her. That would be
We
amazing.
kidnap the dog.
Is there
dog.
another act under pressure you have to do to make sure you leave the place like pristine, like how you found it? Or
Okay.
sorry,
I mean-
I thought you were on our side.
sorry.
So to be fair, if the door was open, like if the safe door was open and it's just a case of getting back through the locked door and you've got a hold left, yeah, you'd be able to kind of like make your way in without forcing entry, put the phone in, close the safe, kind of lock it and leave. So, as having replanted the comlink as you make it back to the hall, you hear a slight. Well, you see Price in the middle of the room looking a bit dejected because Price, at the end of your big display, your big display was ended by Jaws just unceremoniously grabbing the mended shoe off you and just like wordlessly shaking his head before waltzing back over to the private booth and forcefully putting the shoe back on Mardi Gras' foot. Yeah, so but Ellie and Marcus, as you two arrive, are you heading out?
I think we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
In which case, as you all as you make your exits towards the elevators, and you all kind of get into the elevator together, and you look at this party, and like, there's a few people just a bit, like you see a few of the punters looking a bit weary and a bit kind of concerned. You see a couple of them kind of jabbing thumbs over in Mardi Gras' direction because she's like back on the dance floor and dancing and cheering now that she's got both heels back. And as the doors boom and close, you feel that lurch in your stomach as you begin descending 38 floors. You feel a vibration in your pocket, Ellie.
Okay. You want a getting paid roll for this?
Well, no, you feel a vibration in your pocket.
Okay, I answer it. What, a vibration in my pocket? I don't have a phone in my pocket, do I?
You've picked your comlink up on the way out.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So as you descend down, you hear,
Congratulations on a job well done.
please roll me a get paid.
Woo! Good.
It was very important. How much is it? 3? I've had to this.
So getting paid is
it legwork or
unfilled legwork. So 4.
4?
Nice.
Add 4 to this.
Nice. Okay, let's go. 11.
Yeah.
So, which 3 do we want, people? It's not a setup or ambush. You're paid in full. Meeting doesn't attract attention. Employer's identifiable. Or you learn something. Okay, so we want to know who the employer is.
Yeah.
I think we don't want to be. We don't want any more attention, really, do we?
No attention. No ambush.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, we're not gonna be paid?
experience. We have to do that.
Or XP would be fun.
Yes, we need XP.
So, no outside attention, identifiable employer, and XP.
XP. Okay.
Nobody?
Wasn't that part of you learn something from the mission? Everyone marks XP. That's one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So XP, identifiable, and no attention.
Yep.
As you roll down, yes, congratulations on a job well done.
Your fee is being wired to your accounts directly. We appreciate the professionalism of your work.
Then there's a pause, and
1 moment, please.
And the video link like goes black and then fires up. And with a fur-lined coat around his ears, Meridius looks into the comlink lens, and it's always a pleasure to see you work. To succeed so enthusiastically is a wonder. You have my thanks. It's like the good old days, isn't it?
Sure is. Mary, don't be a stranger, eh?
Well, I'll try not to be. After tonight, I think I've got another job for you. And as he looks into the lens, you see he sort of like turns a corner, and you hear a number of voices. So, oh, you're right, boss. Yeah. And Mary kind of looks to you and says, I'll be in touch. And just as he goes to hang up, the camera, like the lens, turns just enough to see a female Asian dwarf, an Egyptian human female with cybernetic eyes, this big hulking troll wearing camo. And you immediately recognize it as all of Mary's team. And the feed cuts and it freezes on Mary kind of looking directly into the lens before it cuts as well.
Nice.
And as you reach the ground floor and you hear pings on your respective, like you look at your com links that you've gotten back and you hear pings, and there's monies that has been wired into your private accounts. As you hail Brandon to go fetch your vehicles, your bike and the car.
We hear us in the car park before it comes.
As you climb into or onto your respective vehicles, apart from Marcus, I was like, what do I do?
The bus stop's down there, mate.
Come on, Bryce.
Bryce's car would only be a 2-seater, wouldn't it?
Bryce, I'll give you the money back.
Nah, leave him, Bryce.
There. I won't involve Hamish anymore. No, come on, guys.
Then walk.
Don't even here.
I go about 300 yards in 2 seconds. The reverse lights come on. Do a lot of startled people, and here's just quickly back.
As you leave Marcus in the dust, as you speed up away from the
fending off
tree.
Brandon.
Yes.
as I speed off.
Congratulations, everyone, on completing the Mardi Gras charade.
Hey, that was great. Thank you. Amazing.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Dan.
Mary, that bastard.
He's just sauntered back into our lives.
Do we like him?
Nothing happened.
Do we like him?
No.
God.
I'm on the fence. I do and I don't.
Isn't that Troll the sniper person at Westminster as well?
No.
No, okay.
Dan's got his face on. He's got his face on.
Is he frozen? Elsewhere.
Oh
No.
Wait, can we do it elsewhere for Shadowrun?
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
otherwise,
in the near future.
the sounds of footsteps reverberate off the darkened walls of the alleyway. Samara steps forward to catch up with Mary, and she leans in and, how did it go? Mary pulls a not bad face. It was rough around the edges as they were before, but I think they'll do. Did you find him? And Samara, the Egyptian woman, slowly nods. Oh yes, we found him. Good. when we verify the location, put out the call. We're going to need all of them if we're going to stand a chance.
Is he up to?
Congratulations, everyone!
Hey.
You did it.
We did it.
So-
We did it.
Amazing. Yeah, see? Maybe he's fine. He's
Didn't
right.
have to shoot anyone.
Didn't have to shoot anyone.
How do you
Oh,
feel,
it was
Marcus?
close
I
though.
can see you trembling
Oh, God.
there.
Marcus, I probably had a gun under his blanket going like this, pointed at Mary.
Just like.
So, everyone, you accepted the job, entered the art gala, installed the tracker, escaped undetected, and the mission ended. That is 5 XP. Marcus,
Yes.
the plan went off, so you get an additional, as in like the plan. You made a plan and you followed the plan, so
It
you
worked.
got paid, so you get an extra experience. Ellie, you found out more about Meridius,
I did.
so you gain experience.
Hey.
Price, did you achieve any personal agendas?
Where are they?
Description. Any more information
Black
about Black
Phoenix.
Phoenix or
No.
membership to Christian? Okay, no. And Bear, you surprisingly, first time ever, you did not take damage.
No. More's the pity.
Oh,
Punch yourself in the
It's
face on the way out.
I'll run you over in the car if you want.
Yeah.
So 6 XP for Marcus and Ellie, and 5 for everyone else.
We choose +1 XP from the paid thing as well.
Yeah.
Beg my pardon. Yes, and you will get an additional 6 or 7 XP from the job. You're absolutely right.
On one.
Okay.
Do you have
So-
to fill the line up, or do you have to go one over to tick it off?
You have to go all the way. Yes.
Or you like it goes up to 10. You have to get the 11th to make it reset, or when you get to 10.
I'm going to level up next turn.
We'll figure that out.
Okay.
So, yes, congratulations. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching and or listening. We massively appreciate it. We're coming up to the end of this London Underground mini adventure. So make sure to hit the like button if you liked what you saw, because we're doing loads of stuff like this. But more importantly, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications on when future episodes come up, like potentially the finale.
Oh dear. Coming soon.
Yes. Once again, thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
Bye
See you next
bye.
time.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to NBN News.
Telling you what you need to know.
We come to you tonight with exciting breaking news from the entertainment world.
We pass you to our entertainment's host, Felicity Wonder. Felicity.
Thank you everyone, and yes, we here at MVN Entertainment are super excited to exclusively tell you that following the release of her latest single, I'll Be Your Kitty Cat, Mardi Gras has announced that she and the new love of her life, influencer to the stars, David Gyro, are now engaged. We look forward to reporting from the glitzy wedding ceremony, which has been scheduled for 8 weeks' time. We think her dress is going to be just fun. Back to you in the studio.
We look forward to the 24-hour coverage of the event, the lead-up to it and the after-party.
Mardi Gras never disappoints with an after-party.
Stay tuned as we rate some of the most explosive celebrity marriage dramas since the Eaters of Dead.
If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment down below. You can find more Explorers of Elsewhere content right here. You should also go ahead and subscribe to the channel by clicking right here. Click the bell to receive notifications of new uploads. Until next time, stick to the shadows.